Well, salutations, good morning, good afternoon, and/or good evening, everyone. Welcome back to some more Smite World Championshipness. Our name is Ultrasonic Blur. We hope you find yourselves well, because we got a hell of a finals coming up. Tartarus Titans yesterday taking us 5 games to beat down the Jade Dragons. And the Camelot Kings stormed through in 3. An impressive look from them. But we gotta find out which one of them is gonna be raising the hammer. Let's go straight in and find out. No more waiting around. Let's go right on in and bring it up. Let's also bring up the audio so you lot can hear it as well. And we're in. Let's give it a shot then. Vermi, we hope you find yourself
Welcome back, everyone.
And here we are. We're in already. Let's go. Let's go.
Of the Smite World Championship here in season 9.
Damn, we got everyone in suits already. It's a good start. It's always a good start seeing everyone in the suits. Suit up and boot up for this. It's gonna be a good one.
Maybe some of the best desks I might could ask for.
Aww,
that we get into.
what a nice call from Gore. But yeah, Gore coming back in. It's looking pretty good.
About what these teams have. Of course, we also want to talk about how you, whether you're in venue or at home, are watching. Again, that is going to be by tweeting at us #Worlds with Fans. And make sure that you know who you're rooting for right now. It all comes
Here we are then.
Kings versus Titans. Never have I seen something more. Plus, we got the Thunder Sticks out there. I'm always excited.
Oh
for those.
man, Thunder Sticks. Why do we have Thunder Sticks at the venue? Hey, Dulce's got a new profile pic. That's nice.
One last ride in season 9.
All right. One last time.
Oh, him too.
Aww, that's nice.
So, for everyone wondering, that was a genuine argument they were actually just having in the green room as well. Mifflin was talking about doing a stage kiss, you know, where you put your thumb over their lips and then you just smooch on that. Dave theoretically wasn't going to go in on that one, backed out too soon for Mifflin's tastes. I'm
unfortunate.
Personally of the opinion that Mifflin was just trying to steal a kiss from Dave, as everybody would like to.
Understandably, I think everyone would like to at that point.
What Camel was doing there, that last one, #Worlds with Fans, if you want to get featured on the broadcast.
Just check on some things. Just checking. We were a little short, as you can see. Usually we sort of put the time around 7:30 when we were supposed to start. Obviously these things don't start perfectly. But yeah. Yes, Vermi, we find ourselves well, and we hope the same could be said for you, as it were. So yeah, coming in here, Jade Dragons. That second game win from Jade Dragons was still insane. 19:20 on the clock. Like, how are we even supposed to pretend that that was a thing? That's still silly. We got the Mind Super backup as well for as and when we need it, but you know, for now it's all in on this this call here for what's going on here, because this is
that theory, you know, talking about the fact Paul on a team that's counted as the underdogs, upsetting the last year's world champions, taking
that is true. That's kind of what Paul does. Did you check the game I told you before? We have not had time to do so as it stands, Vermi. We will look at it when and if we have the time to do so, but like we said, we have a lot of other things to sort out right now. Well, we got a recap. Let's go for the recap. This would be nice because we didn't get to do the. Oh, we got day 2 recap, not day 1 and day 2. Yay, J-Mac with a banana in his pocket.
As we jump in to day number 2, it's even more action-packed than it was before. Let's take a look back and see what happened in day 2.
So this, if you didn't see the 8-hour stream that we had for this is what happened in the first one. Kings doing silly things, very silly things.
Throughout all 3 of their games, the Olympus Bolts, every time they tried to bat back against the Kings, they just couldn't knock them down. The Camelot Kings make a clean sweep through our first semifinal matchup.
Absolute clean. Like, Twig looked a little rough, but Twig did what Twig needed to do. This, though, was disgusting.
This was a battle of the behemoths on this team. The Jade Dragons get knocked down a peg in game number 1 as the Tartarus Titans roll right over them. But after that, the Jade Dragons are able to have a bit of a resurgence.
Yeah, just look how hard they chased down PBM there. Absolutely silly. And then this from Paul. Paul just sits back. It's like, oh, all your kids are down? Sweet, I'm going to back up a little more because the team wants to back up. You guys are keeping going? Oh, guys, they're fighting. That's it. I've had enough. I'm doing my own thing. Goes in. 3 with the ult. Straight up, just deleting members. He is the one leading the charge here. How can you do that? That is a mid laner. That is insane.
With our semifinals done, we have locked in our 2 finalists. It's the Camelot Kings and the Tartarus Titans. One final best of 5 to determine who will become the champion of Season 9 and who will be the team to lift Thor's hammer.
It ain't gonna be J-Mac, but I wonder who the casting is gonna be for this. Maybe Dawson Myth finals? Don't know. Up next, we got 30 minutes before the game starts, so yeah. Alright. Interesting that he's gonna take them 30 minutes to get into the game side of things. So they got a little breakdown. You'd have thought they'd have put that 30 minutes before when they said it was gonna be, so yikes.
TBD has always gotten second.
Still though, let's have a real think about this, because Sino is the big one. Stu needs to feel comfortable. What do we learn? Like, obviously the Kings is going to be the most freshest in our mind. Stu needs to look comfortable on a pick. Gotta look comfortable, because Panda Cat being able to pick off on the ROM when there wasn't the Ishtar available, when there wasn't Karnanos available, had to fall back to like the Danzaboro, had to fall down to like Charybdis, did not feel comfortable on it, and as a result, very difficult to very difficult position for Stu to feel good in. But the Danzaboro didn't look too bad in the second game we saw it. This Khepri could be a possible pick that's looked at a lot. Both Genetics and the Raw have very good, very good Khepris here. But looking at picks and bans, like, what do you get rid of? You gonna get rid of Maui? Karnanos is up there. I reckon that Twig's probably gonna get looked at a little bit in this. Najar might be one of these kind of meta things that comes out, because it's all about Sino. Like, if Sino gets this Thanatos, if Dino gets this Najar, those are 2 that are going to be big ones.
We'll get to see a little bit more of those flavor picks that we're used to some of these players pulling out, like Genetics with the Horus, or, you know...
We said that yesterday. You can't ban him out. You ban out 3 of them, he'll just go to Horus. He'll just go to Horus.
Was the Leviathans, right? They go up 2-0 in the Phase 3 playoff finals. And Leviathans give them a lot of trouble in games 3 and 4 there, push them all the way.
It's really interesting. Twig's been playing a very similar god pool to Sino. So, that'll be interesting.
Yeah, worth noting that they have, I guess, dealt with that adversity.
Oh man, Yakor on this ROM. Gross. Absolutely gross.
Screaming and roaring for the other team. It makes everything so much more difficult for you. And I actually wonder, the crowd yesterday in the second semifinal, incredibly loud. First semifinal,
incredibly loud, and there was a little bit of strange stuff. Some people were booing, apparently, from people at the venue. It was a combination of boos and or stews for people trying to make it sound like it wasn't booing. Like, very strange one there.
Continue that on if the crowd starts to get loud and the comms start to get a little bit messy, Trelly.
I mean, Genetics is a guy that I think he plays up to it. He likes being the villain if he can. Sure, he appreciates the fans.
Smite community being messed up. Yeah, it's kind of like we're holding this at fairly arm's length. Like, we'll look at some of the interesting stuff, but deep dive, maybe not. Maybe not. It's a bit,
try and play even louder.
out there.
At least that we have seen throughout this weekend has been clean play and versatility.
Oh yeah.
The thing that
Yeah, it is pretty ridiculous for me. Like, boost, do whatever. Like, yikes.
Variety as a player has always been.
How do you go on the on the picks here? Because let's see, we had Amaterasu is kind of like SOT's like solid go-to. Just if we need something to pick up in the top 3 that's not absolute priority pick, then grab Amaterasu. We'll make our opponents think that it's a super priority pick. So it's a big one there.
If eclectic style and an assortment of god choices are what you're looking for, then
Genetics.
look no further than variety.
Variety too. Oh, that's true. Yes, no, going back, he's played literally everything. I think the only thing we haven't really seen is a lot of mages outside of like Ban and Samadi. But yeah, this guy will just run at you and run at you and run at you and be unkillable. in the
Barry
process.
Cunning plays to his in-game name with not only a wide god pool, but a long career to showcase just how skillful he is.
What do you mean plays to his oh variety? He plays to the variety part. It was Harry Cummings. It's like he plays to his name. He what? He what? This was the finals. This was it. Variety TPs around the back. Instantly deletes Rafa. He straight up took him to a game 5. The game 5, the reason why Energy won is they all-ined Variety. He got into the ult, and they chased him down from like halfway across the map to mid-Phoenix and beat the shit out of him. Like straight up. Straight up did that.
Variety is well equipped to handle the pressure of the limelight, but has yet to lift Thor's hammer.
Him and Twig, both really wanting to hit World Championship finals. Genetics is hungry for this. It'll be very interesting.
Might be the most underrated player in the Pro League right now, in my opinion.
Underrated as well. Damn, that is saying a lot. That says a lot if you are saying that he is underrated.
He's not like a super big carry guy, but he's much more of like he'll do his job and he does it really well. I think he's one of the probably top 3 frontliners in the league right now, like solo laners. I think he's like really good at like eating abilities, eating damage, and like finding good opportunities for Twig and for his carries. I think that's like really valuable.
Always plays a little bit of everything. I think if I think of
you can't ban him out. He'll play Guardians, he'll play Warriors, he'll play Assassins. I think the only thing we haven't seen him play is a Hunter. Like straight up. Because you look at mages, he'll run Hell, he'll run Balance Samity, he'll run a healer of some description from the solo lane. He'll do it.
He's like super consistent, but he's always like in a really high, you know, like level.
Man, going back against Dimmy, picking up the tier. This was like Dimmy's god as well. Was Dimmy's a guy with tier? It's like, look at that play. Perfect play. Doesn't bring it too far. I heard some else players have opinions regarding people who are not white. Most of opinions regarding people who are not white straight male. That don't sound too great either. Oh man, this play from Variety, yes. Look at this. This is Soul Leader. This is all Soul Leader. He 1v4s that fight and wins it. Stupid. Admittedly, part of that is a little bit of the god and the items, but at the same time, when the person playing it makes that happen, you got to put some part there. Glad Shield 2. Yes, when Glad Shield used to heal you. Very true. Not really solid. Was it not Soul Leader? No, it was Glad Shield. No, you're right. Right way around. It was some item that heals you up a ton. It may have been the Glad Shield.
He ulted my hammer and like predicted my TP.
Yeah, what's that?
I thought those were pretty
bam. Sick. Absolutely sick. Because the thing, he lines that up to where he's either following the hammer or you're not TPing. And every time, this Variety. Oh, versus the Jade Dragons in the best of 5. Yes, he just holds them off. Holds them all off. He stops everyone else's back. He just causes so much trouble. Sam can't end. The rest can't end. He keeps all 3 of them too low. Absolutely insane plays. Look at this man's. Ridiculous. So how are they filling the next 26 minutes?
A lot of championships, a lot of plays throughout the years, and hearing it from Genetics specifically, Hazer, that stands out to me is the quintessential frontline, right? You hear him, and him even saying, like, you never understand how often I feel like I'm getting carried by Genetics, like, or sorry, by Variety, like that mentality that he comes through. A lot of stats, a lot of
so well placed. So well placed in a lot of these fights. He is where he needs to be, and he is doing something important. That's the thing. Always. Now, have we seen the
he could fall behind in the early, and you'll still see him dive in the backline. He'll still create space. You can take
like look at the match against Baskin. Look at the match against Baskin. He doesn't out-rotate Baskin. He doesn't out-pressure Baskin. But he plays out with the team.
It's not a boo. It's a stew.
I saw a few comments out there on Reddit, things like that. People think it's booze. It's not booze. It's stew. They might be booze. I don't know. That might be my bad.
Well, if those were booze, I'm sorry. They might have been directed at you. I apologize.
Yeah.
It's
all right.
You don't have the wine glass, but that's for entirely
that is for broadcast reasons. They can't do that.
The rest of the Kings are going to be taking on though is the Titans, and hurry, this team has blown us away this weekend. I think that what I was prepared for was Leviathan.
But at the same time, if they want to chant Stu, why not go like Stu, 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 to make it not sound like a boo, you know?
Now they're going up against the Dragons. That surely is the matchup that maybe.
Okay, I'm gonna sound really boring and annoying, but it's really too bad there are no women in any team. It is. Unfortunately, esports as a whole, across everything, has a horribly toxic, awful, and downright pathetic view towards women in any esports side of things. Hell, any women in gaming, which is very, very fucking sad to see.
That is not a Cinderella
Alright, Paul.
story. Let's be real.
No, Paul going to finals is never a Cinderella story. Paul doing whatever the fuck he wants is insane. Look at this man. He, again, Morrigan plays, just doing so disgusting. Vulcan. Alright, I'm just gonna take your FG. Thanks for that. I'll Aegis out, just make sure I'm not getting focused out by any extra damage, reposition. But it's never, like, his mindset here isn't I'm escaping. It's never I'm that. It's always I'm keeping myself safe, and because I know my positioning. He's so good on his positioning. So damn good on his positioning. It's absolutely disgusting. Now Cyno just showing off his plays again. Salutations, sunshine! It is good to see you here. We hope you find yourself well. Paul, see what Paul does here. Yeah, we didn't actually want to get to see much of this. Oh, Death Scythe. Oh, it was Death Scythe stuff. Yeah, it was Thana early, and Paul's sticking around. Paul sticks around so well in these fights, and he never seems to get focused. Like, ever. He has the pathing of a jungler on his mind the entire time.
Well, I'll tell you what, as a mid laner, it's not necessarily my job to deal with them. But when I'm a support and someone's like, we really gotta stop this set. We really gotta stop this team out. We gotta get on him. And I'm like, I don't know where he is.
Exactly! You don't know where he is!
Or something. I never see him, and then all of a sudden he's killed my whole team. So I didn't have to deal with him before. Now I feel like he's my responsibility.
Like the positioning that you've got for this, you have to ward everywhere, like just straight up everywhere, because this pathing's gonna ruin you. Like even in the last kind of fight where we saw the Vulcan, he wasn't pushing up with like the team. He was looping around pits of Fire Giant. He was looking for new angles to cause more problems. Every single time, he's always the player who is looking for an angle that isn't always there. Even if that is, like we saw the Tiamat on the siege on left-hand side at the Jade Dragons in Game 5. I will just jump in, hit 3 of you, and reignite a charge, and you guys aren't prepared for it. If you are not prepared for it, Paul is likely finding that angle. It's insane.
Paul doesn't need him. Paul can lead a team as well, alongside Aurora, obviously, helping out with the leadership there. But yeah, I think Paul, I saw him this morning, and I can't believe how cool, calm, and collected he is. I swear, I've never seen that guy flap a single time.
There's a good chance he's sitting up there, and like it feels like he's just at home, right? And he's just playing. In his words, he's just gaming, right? It's exactly
that is true. He is a machine, an absolute machine when it comes to this stuff.
In the games, how he feels coming out of games. But of course, he's had a long, historied career. We've mentioned some of it here, where you can hear a little bit more about it in this nice player spotlight.
All right, Paul.
Paul is arguably the most clutch player that has ever graced the battleground of the gods.
Agreed. And you just look at these play positions. Look what the rest of the team fight is. He's just not in it, and now suddenly the team fight's over. And he's leading the charge again!
Paul kicked off his career on Xbox. Paul would bounce around in the Smite console scene for a few years, playing on Cognitive, Elevate, and Kingdom. But the Paul would begin in Season 6 while playing for SK Gaming.
And then he took him to the finals and won.
Success. During Worlds, however, Paul and
he took him to Worlds. Straight up took him to Worlds. Hell, Scylla, Merlin. These 3 picks were the most dominant things that we saw in this World Championship. Can't find it. SK just win it. There is a reason that the SK have a Merlin skin in the game. And then he got booted off the team. He got booted off the team, which is unfortunate.
During the Smite World Championships in Season 7.
Was it who got booted off the team? No, it was... Yeah. No, it was Yakor. Someone got booted off a team for Season 7. And then they ran it back and won. Ridiculous damage. Look at this man!
Paul would go on one of the best individual player runs of all time and help PK lift the hammer. A second for Paul.
Yeah. That Twig. Yeah, you look at it from Twig. Ghost Gaming, he just hits it way too early. And then Zapman just picks up the Fire Giant, gets pushed off it. And suddenly everyone is so split. Paul is on Cthulhu. Paul is in the front line. Paul just wants to be here. It's what he does. Every single time. Oh, that's right. It was Sam who got kicked off. Because it was Sam versus Pittsburgh Knights. And it was Pittsburgh Knights who pull it back.
As a member of the Tartarus Titans in Season 8, some mid-season roster changes allowed the Titans to instantly become one of the most competitive teams in the SPL, finding their way into the World Finals once again.
Yeah, and then it was Paul versus... Then it was this season that was Paul versus Zapman for 3 times back-to-back-to-back. Yeah, it was a back-to-back-to-back, and Paul just couldn't quite hit it there.
An awesome dude. He's got a heart of gold, and as a player, I think that he's just very talented. It's a mechanical genius, like maybe the best mechanical player ever.
Paul is probably top 2 players that the game's ever seen, in my opinion.
And the other one is like adapting, who, again, it's that same mentality to the adapting. He's at a point in the time where his mechanical positioning and play in the game is just better than other people's. Straight up, it's just better than other people's.
Like you die and you be in the gray screen, you just like kick back and just like, let's get ready for the Paul show. Like it's just a treat. Let's just see like what's going on. Just watch art in motion.
Paul has probably had the most explosive start into SPL and one of the biggest transformations as a player. I think he's a super sick player.
And the thing is as well, is adapting came in like Season 2, Season 3, and the whole team just diffed everyone forever and completely changed the face of the game. Now Paul's doing the same thing again? And it's like, how do you even get that good at the game, man?
Selfish, I don't think that's necessarily how he played, but like he's willing to get in there more for his team, and like when he's losing, he'll like make more plays to like get his team back, which I think is really valuable.
He's just hard to shut down and say his team's so good with him that it's hard to just pick Paul.
Paul is very difficult to punish, and you invest too much in him, the rest of his team.
But he's a monster.
Yeah. Watch this. Watch this. I remember this. He's like, oh yeah, I'm just going to go on someone. Paul's looking at ult, and he's like, somehow Sam just ignores it. And it's like, what? You can't ignore that.
I can always count on Paul. I can never not count on him. You know, I always know he'll do the damage, and he'll be there to follow up.
You can hear the cheers for him. He's gone back-to-back.
Paul's just better.
Made it to the World's Finals, even though he didn't win last year. He's now back here again to the point
4 World's Finals.
Starting to get to the point where we've had more Paul Finals than maybe anybody else. Variety has at least 1 on him for now. And that's something they're going to hold on.
I mean, Variety will have 1 on him as long as they both make it to a finals every single time. But that's nuts.
Best mechanical player is one of the things I believe it was Neil Ma had pointed out. And there's been conversations around that. And a lot of that has come through a wide variety. I mean, depending on where you drop yourself in Smite history, there's a point, you know, you just throw a dart.
You look at what Sino's been doing as well with Paul is you kind of got this double who are like, yeah, I'll farm and then I'll fight. And Sino's had the luxury of doing that. He's not had to worry about Paul in the mid lane. Paul is more than comfortable holding his own for a lot of it. Aurora is also more than happy to swing by that lane. Leave Stu to try and fight this out. Like, Twig has got a lot riding on this, but I think Genetics is going to have to be the one who keeps a lot of the checks on. God Paul, you can't ban him out. There is too much. You have to just get rid of the... It's the mini... Well, we're in mini meta time. It's like, alright, Thanatos, Maui, Konanos, Ram are like gods that have to go. Like, every time. Whoever gets first pick... If Tartarus Titans get first pick, then it puts a lot of pressure onto Camelot Kings. The questions they got to ask right now is, do they have answers to Naja? Do they have answers to Thanatos? And can they underpin everyone else enough so that they don't just get run down? Because Paul has looked comfortable on Scylla, Hell, Merlin, Vulcan, Set, just to name 5 off the top of the head. You look at Aurora, you've got Cabrakan, Ares, Kepri are the 3 big ones right now that have been causing a lot of trouble. Those are the big ones, the big sort of top 3, and you can't ban them all out. There's too much to ban out. SOT, like, that's the thing. SOT's like the one person, and it was like the Hades didn't look great, and it's Amaterasu. That's it.
Especially comes to mind when you get to the world stage. Paul handles pressure like nobody else. You know, I feel like there's
Paul just doesn't feel pressure. Straight up, he just doesn't feel it. Like, it's like, oh, I'm at finals where it's just best of one. Game win here, yeah, I'll clutch it.
Paul is different at Worlds.
And sometimes that's all you need. Something different on the one weekend where it matters the most. But of course, we've talked about the Kings. Talked about the priority of the players, the fantastic history some of them have. We talked about the Titans.
What we got now for the how are we gonna fill the next 13 minutes? What are we doing for the next 13 minutes?
But throughout all of the SBL, that is incredibly important to make sure you have your games. And I can't do them enough justice. We have a video for that.
What we got? What we got? Ah, yes, Doug. Doug, the spectator. Doug. Yep, Doug. Straight up Doug.
This guy is a madman, a certified psychopath.
Doug, the spectator, with whom out, we would be unable to see these games. Yep. It has to. He's the guy who does the replays. Good old Doug. Look at him go. To be fair, Doug's spectator has been fairly on point. It's a little choppy at times. You're having to swing back and forth and zoom in and out for a lot of stuff. But it's kind of the style that Smite's build up a lot of the time. Yeah, there he is. And, you know, some of it, like the zooming in on the totem and stuff, you're playing to the crowd.
Look, we
but,
get to talk about this all the time. From our perspective, you know, in the studio, especially like whenever we look at it. Gotta give him a moment. Hold on.
Raise it up.
Everyone. Doesn't matter what team you are on, Doug is the guy.
They couldn't have said it better in the video. He's in every replay. You see him every time the
It's him and
Jithins.
Incidentally, happy birthday, Jithins. It is always Jithins' birthday.
So much
apparently.
Because of how good Doug is at his job, makes life so much better, and of course it makes the viewing experience exactly what it is. So we have to give
I'm sure that from a caster perspective, the better the spectator is, the easier your job can be. You're already pointed at whatever the information, all the information you need.
Finals, the Kings taking on the Titans.
No way, are they actually going to a break? You can't be serious. Oh god, that's hilarious. That is absolutely hilarious. They completely mistimed all of their stuff. They had like half an hour. They had half an hour booked in for this section, and they blow through it all. Oh man, that's funny. That is funny. Still though, gives us a little bit of time. Start up some Minesweeper. Let's go. Let's see if we can actually finish one. Let's see if we can actually finish. Well, that's a good start. That's a fairly good start, but starts never mean a whole lot, unfortunately. They never mean a whole lot. That's fine. One of those two, which means it's that one there. No! Our start was ruined. But, like, it had to be one of those two, because it's 1, 2, 3, so it had to be one of those two. So it has to be that one, but we forgot about that one there. Bollocks. Right. Oh, that's another nice start. I shouldn't have said that, because immediately it's going to crumble to dust. Right. From here, we go there. We go there. We go there. One of those two. Man, no, it could be a lot of them. You're cleared out. So you go there like that. Which means you go there. Come back up to this side. Come back up to this one. You get you. which clears out that. And you go there, it clears that out, clears that out. You're now cleared out. One of those two for that. But figure that out by trying to figure out some more of these if we can. What else do we got? Alright, that clears out a bit. It's clearing out a bit. We're clearing out a bit. We're getting somewhere. We're getting somewhere. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Those two are cleared out. You're cleared out. You're cleared out. You're cleared out. You're all cleared out. 1, 2, 3. Clears that out. You're cleared out. You're cleared out. Which means that goes there. That goes there. Any other easy peasy spots to squeeze a little something out of? Well, it can't be both of those because that would affect that. So it's that one which clears that out. No, it can't be that one. How can it be that one? Oh, because it could be that one and that one. Because, yeah, it has to be one of those. So that one there. We just missed that one. Unfortunate. But that's okay. So there we are. Alright, this goes there. This goes there. That goes there. That goes there. That's that. And you're there, right? Clear out a fair bit, please. That'd be really nice if it would clear out a lot, but hey. Can't get everything. Can't get everything. Right, so one of those two. Anything? A lot of stuff, please. Oh, that's beautiful. Love that. Love to see that. That's nice to see. Alright, one of those two, which means it must be that one, right? Because that needs one of those two. Well, this one needs one of those two, which means it's one of those two. Right. Anything else? That clears that. You're cleared as well, which clears up that. Clears up that. You're cleared as well. Just going to pull that volume a little bit because it's a touch loud, but what else do we got? And where? Well, you need that, so that goes there. Now what? Now what? Well, you've got to get one, so it's one of those two. It's one of those three. You need that, so it's 1, 2. One of those two for you, so it's 1, 2, which makes 3 there. Okay. Does it let us do anything? Not really. You're cleared though, which is nice. You need 1. Helps a lot with the 1s. That's nice. We love clearing out 1s. Clearing out 1s is very nice. Do like a good 1 clearance. 1, 2, 3. Clears you. Clears not you, but that goes there. So it's those two. 1, 2, 3. Clears you. Like so. Can't be both of those because that one's only got 1 in those two. So that one must be 1, which means that one must be 1. That's got to go there. You, 1 in there, 1, 1. So it's 1, 2, 3 there, like that, which puts that cleared there. You need 2 in that section, which sucks. But we'll clear it out a little bit. Clear it out a little bit. Just keep it going. Keep it going. Any more? A little more. Not much. Damn. Just getting it. Oh, that one wasn't wrong. What was that one? Oh, because of there. Bollocks. Bollocks. We keep it going. Keep it going. Shake it off. Shake it off. Shake it off. We'll get it eventually. We will eventually complete a Minesweeper, and that'll be insane. That'll be great. You don't want to miss it. It'll happen. It will happen. It probably won't happen, but we'll get there. You know. You clears that out. You clears that out. Which puts not 1 there. Puts 1 there. Which puts 1 there. Which clears up a little bit. Must be one of those two, so it can't be that one. Doesn't tell us anything. You must be there, which clears out that. Which gets nothing else except that. Man, 1, 2, 3. You need 1, so it must be that. Like that. You go there. You go... where else? Okay. Right. Well, it's got to be 1 in those 3. It can't be both of these two, so it must be 1 there, which means it's one of those two. Same thing here. It can't be both of these two, and it can only be one of these two now for this two, so it can't be that one. Oh, balls. It's It's always the 2s that are annoying. The 1s and 2s, like, you can find a lot of information here. We don't know how to do that logic, the logic there yet. We'll figure it out, but let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 1, 2, 3. Just clears that up. Just puts that there. Alright. Because there's 1 in those 2 for the 4 and the 3. Now what do we do? Now where do we go? Because... what? It can't be both of these 2, so it's 1 in there and 1 in there. Which means 1, 2, 3 clears out you, clears up you. That's nice. It doesn't help, but it's nice. 1, 2, 3, 4 clears up that. That's nice. That also helps us a little bit here. So it helps us do that, which means that gets there. Just gets us up. There we go. There's some of the big stuff we wanted to see. There it is. Alright. Where to now? Those need some. You need 1 in those. You need 1 in those. 1, 2, 3, 4. That clears up you. 1 in there. Which needs 1 there. So it's 1 in there, which clears that up. Wow, we got 2 of those wrong? Oh, because we missed that one. We missed that one. Damn it. That's okay. We'll figure it out. We'll get there. 1, 2. 1, 2. You just need 1, 2, 3, right? Because that works. You've got 1, 2 for you. You've got 3. You've got 3. You've got 3. You've got 2. Yeah, that all works. Alright. 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 Anything else? You need that. You need that. Oh boy. You can only hit 2, so that goes there. Oh, there's a bloody 5. Well, of course there's a bloody 5. Why would there not be? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Hate the 5. 5 is not fun. You go... Oop, not you. You. Just puts that there. Just puts that there. That there. That there. You've only got 2 options. You've only got 2 options. You've got all your options covered now. 1, 2, 3. Hits all of those. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh boy. Are we hitting a brick wall already? Maybe. Maybe. We may very well be hitting a brick wall here. What now? What now? Where are we in now? Well, you're cleared, so that's fine. They got the crab rave going. That seems to be like a siren song for Smite. And that clears you. That clears you. You're a 5, which looks like that. Which means you go there. You go there. You go there. Not looking forward to seeing this get absolutely destroyed on the VOD, but we'll figure something out for that. You go there like that, which means you go there like that. You go there like that. And that clears out almost everything. What do we do now? Well, you're cleared. You're cleared. Oh boy. One of those 2. Anything we can figure out from some of these? Maybe. It can't be both of those 2. Because that would be wrong for you. So it's like 1, 2, 3. Neither of those 2 in there. No, you're already cleared, aren't you? Haha! What does the 1 next to a flag mean? Okay. It's one of those 2, so it can't be that one. You now can only be one of those 2. It has to satisfy this. We could satisfy it there. Bollocks. One of those 2. You need 1, 2, which means you're satisfied. Which means you're satisfied. Which means you are satisfied now. We've painted into a corner. We're getting there. We're getting somewhere. What do we see here? Well, you've got a 3 and no other options. So it's got to be 1, 2, 3, right? Like that, like that. And then you're there like that, and you're cleared. So that's that corner cleared. Now we have to come to the sheer face wall that is this. What can you tell me? 1, 2, 3. It's one of those there. So it's you. So it's one of those 2. So it's not that one. It's one of those 2 for you, so it's not that one. They're slowly picking apart this wall. Let's see. This 4 has one of those 2, so it's 1, 2, 3, 4. Looks like that. Doesn't help a lot. We're just trying to chip into some of this, but it doesn't matter now. We're coming back in. All right. We're back. Let's go. Let's go. Okay. Ah, yes, the Magic the Gathering. It is unfortunate timing, because Wizards of the Coast are being absolute massive cunts. Which, again, seems to be unfortunate. But, hey, it happens. Companies thinking that they need $1 billion, they need $2 billion now. But hey, whatever. It'll be nice. It's a nice thing for Smite to have. It's just unfortunate they keep seeming to surround themselves with people who turn out to be twats. Or companies that turn out to be twats. But here we are. 2 left. There we go. Bam. Let's get into the finals. Let's see what they can do. Like, here's the thing. Why did they not just put, like, that 15-minute timer? Why did they not just put, like, a 20-minute timer? And be like, hey, we're gonna go and do 20 minutes of, like, prep stuff instead. Like, I get that they've, obviously they've got things that they have to hit and things can't, the DKO thing went to, like, it could have gone, like, 15 games. It went, I think, 6. So, you know, could have happened. You had to prepare like 2.5 times as long. So they had a little bit of time that they needed to push through. But here we are. It's finals time, baby! Let's go! Let's go! You're welcome to put a prediction on who's gonna win. I don't know.
First to the stage, your number 1 seed, the Camelot Kings!
Alright. I want to know what they... Like, here's the thing. What did they learn from watching 5 games? Genetics? Oh, no, it's Coach Biggie. It's Coach Biggie, of course. One of the last remaining members of the Smite scene in Australia. Eventually, Biggie's going to find his way on the stage. There he is. Coming in from the back. For some reason, they have the pan shot at the stage. Makes no sense. But hey, here we are. Let's see what they got. Yakor. Yes. Will Hinder... I wonder whether or not Hinder will be casting. Probably not. Probably not. Likes to give the others the call for finals now. So yeah. Let's see what Yark can pull out. He pulled out Bologna? 10k points, 1/5 of the way. Yo, let's go genetics. Yo, 1/5 of the way to what though? Because number 1 is 111,111. That's not 1/5 of that. There's nothing at 50,000. Would you just want to waste your points 5 times in a row? Is that what you wanted to do? Let's go. Big man tings doing big man tings. Let's go. And he's had a fantastic redeem number 1 already. You could redeem number 1 again. You could be the first person to redeem it twice. Alright. Captain Twig. Let's go. Let's go. Come on, Twiggy. Man, the walk through the crowd at the end. Not a single fucking mask in sight. Still in a pandemic. But we're gonna pretend it doesn't exist. 4 members from the UK. And Hi-Rez still went and pushed their league elsewhere. The irony of this. Let's go. Let's see what they got then. Let's see what they can pull out. What has Biggie broke down?
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up one more time for your number 1 seed, the Camelot Kings!
Alright. Kings are in. First in, but will they be first out? Let's find out. By first in, we mean they were first seed in. Will they be first seed out?
Now join me in please welcome to the stage the next team.
The Tartarus Titans. That's true. That is very true. This team has had a lot, like was said, they have run the gauntlet. They have been consistently hounded this season. They've had issues this season. They had issues getting here, but they have popped up big. Slaney. Slaney. Let's go, Slaney. Let's go. Another one who is also trying to break a curse. Will they be on the team that is the best team in the world? Stu. Yeah, they are actually now. They're really trying to lean into the whole booing it, Stu. Let's go, Stu. Let's go, Stu. Hell of a performance. Hell of a performance from that man's right there.
One of the greatest to ever do it. Season 5 world champion and personality through season 1. It's a Raw the Chunk.
Hell yeah, a Raw the Chunk. Let's go. Stu boo? Boo Stu? No, don't boo Stu. Do not boo Stu. He is not deserving of boos. None of these people are deserving of boos.
With 4 final appearances in a row, and now
It's Paul.
rings on his hand. He's just gaming. It's Paul.
I want to see Paul's reaction to this. I imagine he's just there, hands in his pocket. Nah, I was gonna say hands in his pocket, just walks up to the stage, comes in a t-shirt and and like sweatpants. Comes in, yeah, I'm just gonna drink. Comes in with like a coffee. Yeah, I'm good. Actually, probably wouldn't. Sino. People deserving a boo are bigoted. Yes! People who are bigoted deserve to be booed. Or shot out of a cannon into a star. That would work. But hey. Who are we to judge? We're just an observer.
Mechanically a step ahead, a powerhouse of aggression, and a pioneer of the short lane. Please join me in welcoming Solo or
SOT, this man. Again, he just looks so clean. You'll judge. Go ahead, by all means. Just remember that you too can be judged. Judge the fuck out of people. No. No, just remember there is nothing more dangerous. From our observations, there is nothing more dangerous than a person who believes they are 100% justified and 100% right 100% of the time. That is a very dangerous path to lead yourself down. But here we are, all 5 going away from that. Let's get breakdown. Let's get right into the breakdown. What we got? We're here for Smite, not theoretical and hypothetical talks of the human. Well, what makes a human, really? Oh, true.
So I'm gonna have to buy a thesaurus. I've got a computer in front of me. It is amazing what these teams have been able to do.
Alright, time to do something. Yes! Let's see them break this down again after already doing that before. They used their 15 minutes to do that. Like cooking, I don't know what, but I'll find out. Well, have fun with that, Vermi. Yes, now is a perfect time where if you require any kind of sustenance or anything like that to, well, sustain yourself and your existence, go do that. Cause that now would be a good time. You're going to probably hear a retreading of what they'd already told you, which is unfortunate.
They're Titans fans and they're Smite fans, right? All of them are going to be rooting for something today. Some of them are going to be rooting for both sides. As long as we get good games, that is what I am thinking of.
No, that's booing.
make sure that you at home know.
Yeah. Make sure that people know that it's Stu. It sounds like it starts as booing and then people are turning it to Stu.
But hey, so, the things that we've been looking at, and especially, we talked about Paul up there. We've talked a little bit about Twig. We've talked about Variety. Twig, though, is the one I want to latch onto because out of all of this, out of the people who have been in the scene the longest, Twig is one of those just long runners.
Twig is a bastion of existence in Smite, straight up. Just always, continuously, constantly being there.
That's what he's looking to do today.
Yeah, he's been pretty close, right? 3 finals, Twig's made it to, not managing to get it over the line in any of them. An incredible player, incredibly consistent over the years. The only player to make it to all 9, which I think deserves some celebration. And he'd like to celebrate it with a win, I reckon. I think he wants to get himself that ring. He doesn't talk about it that much, but I like to think I know Twig. I know how much this would mean to him. This is what
it would mean a lot. It would mean a lot. I mean, it would mean a lot to any of them, of course.
Win a ring in front of all those people would mean so much to him.
Well, especially, and we've talked to him about it. We've had this conversation. Hands down, has to be one of the most accomplished Smite players, period. Just based on every World Championship appearance, he's done that more. He's made it where Zatman hasn't, despite the fact that that's the 3-time. He's done it where Barra hasn't, despite the fact that he was one of the first World Champions. He's done something.
Yeah.
And then when you start racking up the runner-ups, right? Yeah, it might not be the first place, but the seconds that he's got. And
yeah, continuously, like every time, like almost every time that Twig has been on a team, it has gone to like second. Season 3, Season 7, what was it, like Season 3, Season 7, he's been there, he's always been like top 8 team every single time, like regardless.
Especially after such a fabulous weekend so far from him and the rest of the team. I will say it's a good conversation to have here about the ring, because as good as everyone says Twig is, those haters, which there's a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
We see you in the post-game threads.
They are going to say, no ring. If you don't have a ring, then you can't be one of the greats.
Yeah.
And this
why? That doesn't make any fucking sense. That's bullshit. That is absolutely bullshit.
I believe that, and I think a lot of people today truly believe that this is his best chance to get that ring. It's going to be
agreed, though. It is definitely his best chance. This team is one of the best teams that Twig has looked on. They've all sort of found this harmonious sort of. It's not even like you can say like, oh, they're covering for each other's weaknesses, because it doesn't even feel like they have that at this point in time.
We have to talk about it, and maybe we'll talk about him a little more. Aurora, who you can see behind me, standing up there beside him. Again, another player.
Yo, Twig, is that Twig and Aurora? I think that's got to be Twig and Aurora.
A steel trap for a mind when it comes to Smite. Again, you ask him something he was scrimming in Season 2, he's probably got the stats for it, and he'll correct me, and that's something, I've got computers to tell me things, and he knows it better, faster, and again, the 2 of them, the mark they've left on this game has been incredible, and they're standing.
Why are they making it sound like they're both going to retire regardless of what happens here? There's a fear now every time. Is someone's gonna probably retire. It's like, please don't.
Captain Twig. Aurora, you guys had an incredible set yesterday, going to a Game 5. How is your team feeling for the competition today?
We're feeling really good. I mean, we're just as excited as everybody else that's here, and I'm ready to get in these games.
Twig, you have made it to every single Smite World Championships. What would it mean to you to finally win the title?
It'd mean everything. I've been pursuing this for 9 years, and it'd mean absolutely anything. But I'm so grateful to be here already and privileged to be here. So
yeah, I mean, both these 2 teams are coming away with a pretty decent chunk. Don't forget as well, Smite the Smite players or Smite pro players and things already come away with a salary. This is the cherry on the top for all this kind of stuff.
If it wasn't for these fans right here, what do you have to say to them?
Thanks for coming. Thanks for liking Smite as much as I do. It really means a lot. That's all I could really say. It's just a great thing here that we got going on.
Twig, same question for you. Anything you'd like to say to the fans watching here and to the thousands watching at home?
Thank you so much. It's been amazing.
Yeah, 54,240 people currently watching. And that number's only going up as well. This is the big one.
And for my final question. Is there anything that you would like to say to your opponents?
It's going to be fun.
Captain Twig?
Good luck.
All right, everyone.
Hell yeah, that's nice to see. It's gonna be fun. Good luck. It's nice. It's nice to see.
It's gonna be fun. It's such an Aurora thing to have before a final. It's such an Aurora. Not just the good luck, but the like. You know what? He's just gonna have fun playing Smite.
Hell yeah.
And, you know,
So who's got what on the picks and bans? Because now you gotta question, like, Kings got to watch the entirety of that Game 5 set. They got to watch the entirety of the Titans get pushed to the brink in 5 games. And now also, here's the thing, Titans know that. So Titans know that Kings are coming up with strategies for what they saw. Are they prepared to think like what beats up their comp? Are they thinking that maybe they will try the Jade Dragon styles? Can they just beat the Jade Dragons again? Because that double hunter comp, it genuinely, I'm going to go back to it every single time. It was a 19-minute, 20-second game. Is that going to be a thing where it's like they just don't like the double hunter? Like, what was it about that double hunter comp that made it? Was it the fact that the Hades wasn't very tanky? Is it the fact that Stu couldn't bully out against Panda Cat? Like, where and what are we seeing from that comp made it where it was? Because while that last fight, lost them the game, every other thing in the game led to that point. And is that something that the Camelot Kings want to try and recreate?
We talked a little bit about Twig, talking about the other guy that stood up there, Aurora. Not just it's going to be fun, but even beyond that, again, he's so analytical. He loves the game hurry. He plays it in and out. He thinks about it a lot. He is one of the guys that if you can just sit down, and I recommend it if anybody ever gets the opportunity to sit with Aurora and just talk Smite, it is one of the most pleasurable experiences that you can have. It is just so fun to hear the way he views the game, what he remembers about the game. You know, he'll tell you what players he was up against in some random.
Alright, picks and bans. Let's go. Game number 1. What do we got? Titans are first picking. That's a good sign for them, because now they get to see what Kings wanna prioritize. I like this because it feels like, again, they are the ones with the priority in terms of what needs to be banned. You've got Thanatos, you've got Najjar, Habois, Nemesis. Oh, like, alright. Yeah. I reckon Titans will play this like a Jade Dragons game 1, so they'll ban away Maui, Kernanos, and something that's of importance to them. But I'm a first ban here, coming through from Kings. I love this. There's Kernanos, Maui, and now it's a ban specific to the Kings. So maybe we see Ymir for genetics banned away. Maybe we see Ishtar banned away. But look at this. Look at Kings. They're not going meta. They're going all on just Titans issues. So yeah, Titans take it. Someone's getting a Najjar or a Thanatos. Someone's getting Najjar or Thanatos here. I wonder if that was the plan. There's Najjar, so they actually fear the Najjar over the Thanatos and leave open like a Habois. That's, oh boy, that's some scary stuff. They take the Habois first though. They didn't even want the Thanatos. This Habois was more important to them. Sino gets Habois first. This is just like a reverse Thanatos. Thanatos wants to fight early and delete you, and then falls off late game. Habois is the opposite. Absolutely awful early game, and then just deletes you late game. And now Ymir first pick for genetics, and taking the Ram away from Stu. I love this. Put him onto like Danzaboro. I love this. Titans weaken their hunter pick by banning away the 2 best. So King's top pick, one of the best. And there could still be this double hunter look. Big man Tings played this Ram in mid lane.
He does so much damage. But if you get caught out, say, by a Ymir wall, for example, you can very easily...
I wonder whether or not this Habois pick was also like a, hey, Ymir just shuts it down. If you hit Crushing Wave into a giant ice wall, don't matter. Let's see what they got. What do you got? What do you got? No way. They actually give Paul this. It was a bait and switch. Okay. Okay. And they're going to take the Cupid for Stu. Okay.
You can hear the Stu chants, the call. Look, a guy
What's next? What's next?
really grown in
I think Kings have got something. Like, you look at how Genetics is talking. He's pulling out a lot of stuff very quickly there. Okay. Okay. So what are you going to put in mid then? Because that is a lot of early pressure. This Awar and Thanatos now together is very scary. Twig goes for the solid Hun Bats, and I like this. Titans likely would have banned this, or Lancelot in their next phase. Variety's God Pull is so wide, then they don't have to worry about that. And you're looking at Big Man Tings, who worst comes to worst. He takes the Ram into mid, and you look at maybe Danzaboro or something for Yarkor.
It feels like both teams are just kind of gravitating towards what they're comfortable on, what they've done well on so far, rather than, like, for example, maybe a Circuit to counter the Thanatos or something like that. It's like teams are really
This ban into the Sylvanas. Is it going to be like Sylvanas Ares bans? It's got to be like Sylvanas Ares. And then maybe Kepri's the pick. Like Sylvanas, Ares, Kepri, Terra, all very good gods for Aurora. You get to ban one of them. Unless there's no way that Variety takes this takes like this Ymir solo. I like the call to ban away the Odin. Fine, okay, did pull out this Odin pick against the Titans. It didn't look great for him, but it definitely caused him a lot of trouble, and Variety's got it in his god pool. Just put it this way, if it's a god in the game, Variety's got it in his god pool.
Yeah, I mean, walls, right? Like, we're talking walls on walls. You've got two guys there that can't get out, and Thanatos.
Yeah. Other option you'd be looking at is like Terra Solo, but I wouldn't want to be picking up Terra Solo, I will tell you that. I would not want to be picking up Terra Solo into Solo or Troll. You need something that's got pressure. Fuchsia Lane is probably one option that's up there. I would probably expect to see here. Fuchsia Lane. I like the Guan Yu ban, that's nice. Are they trying to bait the Ares? Are they trying to get Ares banned? Actually, Ares looks really... Does it look good here or not? I mean, it goes with Cupid nicely, puts up a lot of damage early for the Thanatos, sets up Pobois for a couple of damage, there's a Beads Burner as well. It will harass Twig with no CC immunity. You could go Ares solo. And the Raven ban. They don't want Variety to be on something that can bully and be aggressive here. I'm thinking Fuchsia Lane, because it's a super solid, super aggressive, hard-hitting early. It's got decent anti-heal potential. If we see Solo or Troll pick up the Hades. I don't want to see Hades here for the Kings. I think it's been a bit of a bait pick. Like a really big bait pick here.
Feeling really confident. But that is a different route to go. We had mentioned the Odin ban. Raven ban.
Vulcan, though? They're going to lock in the Vulcan for Big Man Tings. Okay. Not bad. Not bad. A lot of damage to follow up. I like this. Like this. Humbats plus Vulcan and or Ymir. Lock people into a place so they just eat 2,000 damage from a full kit rotation. Feels gross. What do Titans go here? Ares. I still really like... Actually, now that you've got a second non-CC immune ult, I really like this Ares pick. Like, sure, what's Vulcan going to do if he gets Ares ulted? He's just going to drop his ult on top of him. But as long as the rest of the team isn't stupid enough to stand next to Ares while he's ulting, should be fine. Like, Humbat's ult, Vulcan ult in response to Ares ult are all zoning to stop follow-up damage. I love it here. Like, I really love it. It shuts out Ram's roll early. It can be just as aggressive into the Ymir. Admittedly, chains and flames into the freeze. You feel a little sad, but it still does a lot of good damage. I think that we're going to see Ares here. I think that Aurora's going to bring out Ares. Other option is Kepri right now. Like, Kepri, Terra, Ares. Terra would be a little bit rough because you're already going to build a lot of anti-heal for the Thana and the Cupid, so It would shut it down.
More big man things. And I wanted to touch again on this Vulcan. Backfire recently.
There's Atlas, though. Ooh. That's very strange. Atlas has kind of been a cursed pick here. But here now, for solo or troll, Variety knows this matchup well, and they have left the Variety for a counter matchup here. What is the call? Do you go Artio here?
I had become an Atlas hater. I still think character has been underperforming.
You've turned your back on
Do you go Ares here for Ares solo, maybe? Artio, there's Hades, but instead Variety's going to take up his Mulan. Variety likes the Mulan. It's done a lot. I wonder what it's looking to do here in this engagement, because there's not a lot of dive from the Kings. Like, he's like the only one. Humbat's Sacred Monkey Toss or Blink in, Rom Snipes over the top. Ymir has to walk in, so...
Yeah, I mean, I remember the last time we saw Variety last pick this Mulan. It was Discordia Mulan, Game 5 of that Phase 3 playoff final, and he ran the game. I don't think I've ever seen him run a game like that since maybe Season 3 Worlds, where he maybe should have picked up that MVP.
It's good energy to have coming into. So what do you say out there? Are you ready for the finals?
All right, let's go. Game 1 of the finals. Let's see what they can come up with.
They're a little bit ready. Well, I've got good news for you. Game 1's going to be kicking off. We're going to go over to Dave and Mifflin to start things.
Hey, it is Dave and Mifflin for finals.
That's right, Gormizer. That's right, Arlington. It's the grand finals. And it's the Camelot Kings up against the Tartarus Titans. Now, Miff, we've gotten a heat check on the crowd in general. I'm going to ask for a little bit more noise here. I want to hear the Kings fans right now cheer their team on going into this final matchup. Okay. All right, they got a little support out there, but the introductions for the Titans, Miff, they were loud. There's some Titans fans out there hoping to find a win for their team. That's a little louder. Call it evenly split? I don't know. The Tartarus Titans, I think,
Fairly evenly split. So let's see what comes of it for Game 1 then. Cause let's look back over the comp. Humbat's Vulcan, Mulan, very, very strong. The tier pick here for solo or troll, I feel like this is trying to be a I'm staple, I'm just strong, I don't want to go back to this Hades. This also as well tells, like, look at the information, look at what was left up, look at what they went for. Ares had been banned out previously by the Jade Dragons. Raw didn't touch it this game, so whether or not that was something that he's saving as a pocket pick for later on, I don't know. Maybe he is, maybe he isn't. But the Hades for solo or troll didn't feel super comfortable on it, so didn't end up going back to it. Don't mind this. What are we going to see here, though?
It could be the most important. No. Game 2 is the most important. No, you know what, Miff? For once, I'm going to agree with you. I think setting the tone here in the grand finals is going to be the most important. Let's delay.
I mean, all of the games are important because they literally get you wins closer to being the best team in the world. Every single game matters. Every single moment of every single match. This Mulan solely to build. I like this. This 5-man grouping, but Kings aren't grouping. This is so risky. Variety. Oh no, Variety, please don't. Oh no, he's grouping. He's staying close to the team. Staying close to the team. Staying very close to the team. Alright, yeah.
Potentially trying to catch one of the Camelot Kings.
Yeah, don't give any information. Don't give away any information. Let's see, what do we got across the board? Blink for solo or troll instead of teleport is very aggressive. Looking to rotate out early, or maybe just blink Variety and push him away. Let's see what we got then. Standard looking starts across the board.
They've played such a clean brand of Smite. They have fallen behind at points throughout this tournament. But the Kings have been able to come back into those matchups regardless. All right, we're starting off already. We're right back to PvE.
Yep, speed buff is gone, and everyone's chanting for speed buff.
Myth, the question is, can the Titans get off to as good a start as we've seen other teams in this event get against the Kings?
I'm not so certain. We've seen Sino on an arguably very early game pick with this Thanatos take a much more reserved pace throughout the first
Paul taking a little bit of damage from minions there just to try and put a little bit into Tings. Don't mind this. Water Hands or Water Cannon? Yeah, Water Cannon a fairly low cooldown ability. You just want to poke with it, so getting up close and personal. That's a pretty impressive look for the lane. Look how far Paul's up in the beginning of the game. Paul just does this. Alright. Genetics and Aurora both putting themselves behind to get their opponents ahead. Love to see it. Sino trying to heal up a little bit off the wave. Just clear this out. Big Man Ting should have a little bit of the better clear. Variety, though. The thing about Mulan is Mulan needs a little bit of time to get her kit going. She doesn't have a heal until later. She doesn't have a little bit of movement speed until later. She doesn't have strong wave clear until a little bit later. And it's not even just like, oh, like level up the abilities. No, you have to master the weaponry as is described in the kit. Twig, though, getting chased a little bit by Sino. And Sino's just gonna give it up. It was like, nah, let's not go for it. They gotta clear the wave. This is where having this Hades, the Hubwa in mid grapple. What? Oh my goodness! Solo Troll straight up just got soloed and trolled. Genetics, though, in trouble. We'll have to pop the meditation. Gets it. And Yarkle walks in front of him. This is what this right here, this is what the Atlas does. It picks you up and it says no. Yeah. And with Solo Watro having Blink as well, he's so far behind now. So far behind. It was just minions, straight up. He got poked out by minions and absolutely destroyed. He got rolled. So hard. So rough.
The bleed for the Camelot Kings, or on to the Tartarus Titans, rather, it might stem from the solo.
Now, this is maybe 20 minutes from now. Do you think Mulan's on a timer? I know we've had a lot of conversations.
A little bit of a timer, yeah, but she's trying to be she is a timer. Like, she's a self-timer.
It depends on how he builds out.
And now Sino's trying to hump it around, look to try and steal away camps. Twig's gonna at least clock it when it's done. But at the very least, he'll clock that it's done, so he has that information. Variety has that information. Pull again from the grapple, level 5. And Solo Watcher just has to leave. Solo Watcher just can't look at it. He can't look at him at all. Now, bear in mind that 500 of this gold lead is all on that. Uh-oh, Twig's looking for an invade. You don't want to fight a 1v1 here. He gets the minis and will dip. I love that call from Twig. Just, I want to fight this. I want to fight this. If you hit 5 in the middle, like if he hits 5 in the middle of that fight, blink in, but off the mark. Beads come out from him? Where is this coming from? Beads from Paul means nothing, and Paul's gone down. Now Sino's gonna fall because he doesn't hit 5. Kings. Kings again. The way you beat the Kings is you don't make a mistake. That is 3 mistakes in a row now, and 3 kills for the Kings. Every mistake, or every kill that Kings have in this game is a punish of a mistake. It's Sino blinking forward to try and be aggressive on the big man, and Paul not hitting the ultimate. Paul hits that ult. You see Thanatos hit level 5. Thanatos goes up into the air. Twig can't follow up, and potentially gets dove under tower at that point. But Ting's able to answer it back, landing the ult. Paul beads nothing because he thinks that Twig's hitting 5 on hitting him. Saves an ult, doesn't hit 5, comes in and immediately Twig punishes. And now look at the build from Twig. His ult's on cooldown. He doesn't care. He's going for a brawlers right now. And I love this. Shut down the healing. Shut down the problems. Get that a little sooner. Yeah, Vermi, you're right. It is 0-3 in 4 minutes. Because Variety soloed Solo Troll, and then Paul tried to do a Paul thing where it's like, I'm going to make a play. Sino followed it up, and they just missed it. And Twig and Tings can turn it around, because again, Kings will just punish you for making a mistake. If you make a mistake, that's it. It's over. A lot of aggression there. That will help. That there will help master the weapons, though, which I think is the main reason for doing that. Alright. Alright. Tartarus Titans need to calm it the fuck down. They have thrown themselves down a 1,500 gold lead. This is still fightable. They can still fight this, and they probably will still fight this. So, that's okay. Like, that's okay. They're fine. For now. You know, for now. It's, oh, man.
and you're not even getting the full benefit of tier passive in this matchup. We talked about it earlier this weekend, but you can't CC tier.
Variety's going for it. Ooh! Couldn't hit him, but instead gets a little invade. So they're 1-for-1 on invades. Or 1-2-1 on an invade here. Blink. Variety in a little bit of trouble. Grapples. Where's Twig? Twig's back on in. Twig has Ultima here for it. But Sino's not even going to get into the ult with the Thanatos. They bait it in. If Variety gets too low, Twig will ult this to force Solo or Troll to ult as well. Solo or Troll looking to try and get a little bit more damage in. Trying to force Variety to stick around, but Variety knows. Variety's got too good a head on his shoulders to give that up. Rev Jungler. And this Thanatos is 0-2. This is it. He's an ult bot now. He's straight up an ult bot now. He can't do anything in this engagement. He's a level and a half to 2 levels down. Huge. And Twig has his ult still. That gold, if Twig can hit, I want to see gold. I'd love to see gold in hand right now, but we're seeing XP worth, and look at that. 3 members above is very scary. And look who's second lowest. It is this Thanatos. Alright, now it's this Ram. But this Thanatos is having a lot of issues with that.
Probably happy with the way that this tournament has gone so far. I've not dropped a game at this Smite World Championship.
Variety trying to get aggressive, or Solo or Troll trying to get aggressive, but there's a Soul Leader just being stacked. Sino looking to hover around. Twig now. See, this is the one thing that's happening is, with Variety being so big, Sino's looking for a potential counterplay to get himself back in the game. It kind of means that either Variety has to ward up everything, keep tabs on everyone, and then force Sino to look elsewhere, or Twig has to kind of go over to make him look elsewhere as well. Twig, though, jump on in! Paul having to ult the ult. But Twig's not going for more, for a high CDR. Aurora in trouble, going for a milk here. He's 1v4. He ain't getting away from this. No way he gets away from this. He's just buying as much time as possible. Ult a little short from BMT, but Genetics will pick up the kill. Again, punish a mistake. Punish a mistake every single time. Punish a mistake. And now Yarkor's looking for Paul. Oh, they're rolling in for it. He's got no ult. They know he's got no ult. They're just going to ult him. And he's been punished for a mistake of thinking he can walk in the jungle without an ult. They are goose egging this game. It is nearly 2,500 gold in. They could just go. Do they just? Okay, maybe they don't just go for Gold Fury here. No, they do just go for Gold Fury because they're going to pretend that they're not doing Gold Fury. They're just going to pretend they're not doing Gold Fury. Aurora now knows they're doing Gold Fury and will try and ult this, but he won't get it. Like, straight up, he just won't get it. And now Sino's going to look to try and come in. Fields of Love comes out. No one bothers. Everyone's gone. And now Genetics. All right, Genetics dies here. That's fine. Genetics dies. Okay, you lose Genetics. Everyone else is out, and I think that's okay. Like, obviously, you don't want Genetics to die there, but Genetics passed himself away from everyone else, so at the worst, he dies there, and I think he'll be okay with that. Sino does get a little bit of a way back in, but even so, it's okay.
Jotuns for Sino. It's all about that hovering death. Whereas Twig, his eyes are on damage. Brawler's beat stick in first slot. This Hunbots has it. It's going to be a lot of burst.
Captain Twig has been all over the map so far.
I would not be surprised if next, like, you want to see some full CDR for this Hunbots. It's almost a guarantee, but it feels a little now like it feels like late for Jotuns because it doesn't do much. It's like 10 pen and just 20% CDR, which you need. So I wonder where he's going to be getting that other CDR from. Maybe he opts for like maybe like an Arendite and a Spirit's Robe and goes for it that way when he fully hits level 20. But again, feels kind of interesting. Like Arendite, Spirit's Robe, Titan's Bane, and Bombers. Do both Bombers Spear and Hammer give CDR? They might do. But ooh. Let's see what else we got then. What else we got? Paul is so far behind right now. They're looking to bait again. They're looking to bait around this Twig. Blink in. Forces Sino to ult. They'll steal it away. Oh, turnaround. This big turnaround here. Sino, though, over the wrong side of the wall. Twig ends up falling. Sino picks up 2. Solo or Troll jumps up, down in place. Please take it down, Yarkor. Paul, one more shot. Rom's looking for the shot. Can't find it. 1, 2. Third one hits it, and he's got it. Aurora now can't get away. Oh boy.
2 for 3, favoring the Camelot Kings.
But here's the thing. Every time, Sino's getting a pick. Sino's getting involved. Sino's catching back up. Twig doesn't get really involved in that fight.
The Titans so nearly took that fight big. Had Sino just got on the other side of the wall. I mean,
And that's the thing, like, it looks like Kings are like, oh, whoops, you got us. You got a pick on us. And then it's just like, yeah, but did you account for the rest of this fight? And the answer's like, oh, yeah, we're just, no, you didn't, because we win. Yarkor makes that rotation. Variety is now fighting Stewart so that Yarkor can be here. What the hell is going on? I don't know. I think Variety was just happened to be over in this side of the map. Why is Variety over this side of the map, actually?
I think Variety TP's
I was going to say, that might be a weird lane swap if they went for that.
Just making sure those mini waves aren't being wasted to the tower, doesn't lose
Yeah.
too much damage.
I don't mind that. I don't mind that from Variety. He's already very far ahead. This also as well means that... So Yarkor falls behind a little bit here, but he's already ahead of Stu. But Twig gets the opportunity to solo farm a little bit. Solo or Troll can't do much with the solo pressure that he gets, and Variety just gets to walk back in. He is very far ahead. This is very, very gross. If Variety opts for... I do want to see the Oni Hunters here a little bit more than anything else, just because it means that he's almost... Like, he's absolutely unkillable, but Genji's Garb still works quite nicely. The Shoguns is going to be great for the team just to burn out objectives a little bit more. Sino getting aggressive, but Solo Otro misses the Blink Fearless! You can't be missing those if you're going to pick Blink first or Relic! Damn. That's rough.
Can we get them into execute threshold? We get them down to that 20, 30, 40%.
Variety's running around in the jungle. Does not go too deep, though. He sees the jungle camps down, and he's like, nah, someone's been around here recently. But now, Solo Troll, this is it. Punish the mistake. Look for Variety, cause some trouble, have some issues. Aurora's over this side of the map as well. Twig jumps out of the way of the rest of the team, so that when he beats he's safe for the rest of the team. And now Variety can take down Sino. Paul's coming back in, but so's Big Man Tings. Who's going to end up picking up who first? Paul gets taken out the most. The wall is there, but it's not enough damage to slow everyone down. Big Vulcan ult hits only Aurora and eclipses Paul. Paul's out of the engagement, leaving Aurora to die. This is insane from the Kings.
This all year, this breakneck pace, the Tartarus Titans simply can't keep up.
And now look at this. Paul can't even back because Genetic just walks through the tower. Mid-tier 1's going to fall. This is incredible play. Like, absolutely incredible. Twig jumps into the enemy camp, in towards the enemy side of the map, so that when Genetics turns up and when Variety is there, he's not getting them stunned as well. He knows he is going to beat the Thanatos ult because he's not in execute range. So why make the rest of your team suffer as well? He can loop back around. Admittedly, if he gets hit by the Death Scythe, it's a bit fucking risky, but he hugs the wall nicely and just squeaks by. It is an Arendite next up for Twig. So Arendite into Titansbane, I reckon, is going to be his build. And then I need to see some CDR. I so badly need to see some CDR.
But I think it's more a question of
and I wouldn't mind seeing it be like a Spirits Robe or something, giving him a little bit of an option to be a bit tankier against Sino, against Paul, because with the Spirits Robe, you get knocked up, you get silenced, you get stunned by Sino or Paul, doesn't matter, you are healthier. If a Raw picks you up, you're healthier, it's fine. And now look at this, perfect timing, Stu's here, Stu can't look in. Stu's like, I got a ward, I know where they are! Yep, great, you know where they are. Oh no. Oh no, Variety immediately is already over here, and no one can do this. Look at that. Look at that, Variety's there, and it was like, nope, no. It was a, can we sneak this? And the answer was definitely no. Variety had the eyes on that the whole time. It is Genji's aggressive grapple forward. Variety goes in for the ult for the weapons mastery because it sets up Big Man Tings to punish Aurora again. Sino's up in the sky looking for one, but Solo Troll's getting soloed up by Variety. Sino taken down. Twig grabs it, and now guess what, boys? You got no ults. You got no team. We got the Fire Giant. That is insane. Oh, boy.
Stu, no way he makes the rotation in. Paul just now crossing that mid-threshold.
Yeah, Paul is nowhere there. That is 15 minutes. A 15-minute Fire Giant. 10,000 gold up. Yesterday we saw a 16-minute Fire Giant sneak by the Jade Dragons. Camelot King just say, yeah, nah, what if we did it even faster? This is a hell of a game one. 4-0 and 5. Earthshakers have been ridiculous. The fact that Variety's like, alright guys, like it looks like a mistake where he's like, oh no, I grappled the wall, I'm really close to you. You're gonna pick me up, I'm just gonna ult. And he's like, oh no, I ulted the front way. The rest of the team just shows the fuck up. Big Man Ting's ult is there. Genetics with the wall, it's insane. This team, you are not fighting 5 players on a team. You are fighting one unit the size of 5 players. And that is incredible. Like, legitimately, if you created a harmonious AI that could play all 5 roles at once, like, Kings would still play well into it and probably beat it. Stu gets rooted and booted out of this, forced to beads. Ram ult fired. I don't like that. I don't like Yakor showing the ult, because it kind of throws a little bit where it's like, hey, I've not got ult now, and I've not got beads or Aegis. Yakor's very scary at this point. A bit of a base race here. Paul is backing on a ward. I think he's baiting or Twig in, but there's Twig. Twig sees it. He stops the back, and this is just to stop Paul. So very nicely done. Are they actually going for a Phoenix here? Oh boy. They're not back here yet in times. Genetics can just shut them out. And it'll force them to back there. No base race. They can't afford to win it. They can't afford to trade it. Yeah, mid Phoenix or mid tower. It's actually it's a rated edge, sorry, for Twig. So that's his pen. That's his big pen now. Yes, yeah, because it was the katana, not Iron Dite. Iron Dite's off Gem of Fate tree. So yeah, serrated edge. If he's going full damage, I need to see more CDR. Like, I really want to see more CDR from this Captain Twig build. Like, he doesn't need it now, but having it for the rest of these sieges would be really, really nice. Variety can tank this up. They've got a Trebuchet over here. I kind of don't mind this because it forces the 5v5. The biggest issue right now is the fact that Aurora doesn't do anything in a team fight. Aurora has a very slow pull into a grab to push someone back. It's all very slow and cumbersome abilities that he uses. The best thing he's got is Protection Shred, but again, it's like tick, 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 boom. And it doesn't do that much. Solo or Troll pulled in by the grapple, put to about half. And just look at this. Now they're throwing out the Gamma Rays just to deal with the motherfucking Trebuchet. It's taking the Phoenix by itself. Camelot Kings have slow cooked this perfectly. So good.
If it's 1 pick, if it's 2 picks, that potentially is the game.
Yeah, I think Thunderous Titans have learned what happens if they overcommit to a defense, or rather a push from a defense. They just lose the fucking game. Game 4 from yesterday still setting in their heads. So what do we get here?
Could be where the Camelot Kings go next. They've got enough of a lead. They don't need to wait for Fire Giant to push in there. Instead, reset, spend up your gold.
I like this. It's back up, it's buy up, it's set up. You've got like a minute on Fire Giant left. What are you gonna do with that? Like, don't waste any time thinking that you need to push more. Get yourself into a position where you just win this next Fire Giant fight. Because you win the next Fire Giant fight, it's almost impossible to win the game coming out from here. I mean, look at it. Yakor versus Stu, there is an entire item and a tier 1 up. Heartseeker finish for Twig. He is full pen and now going for a little bit more CDR. That will put him at 20. He's at 20% CDR right now. Where he's going to get his last bit, I would like to know. But, yeah. Now the call here is Camelot Kings with the last 30 seconds of Fire Giant. Do they want to try and push anything? Doesn't look like it. They don't want to risk anything. All of Tartarus Titans are here. There is a ward on this. They are actually just setting up for this Oni Fury. Titans will start this up. And yeah, everyone's backing from Tartarus Titans. They don't even want to fight it. They don't even want to fight it. And this is beautiful. Look at the timing on this. Fire Giant is up. in a minute. Fire Giant is up in a minute. Or rather, he's rather like 10 seconds. This next wave is only waves. What the fuck do Titans do here? Because do they go for Titan? Or do they go for defenses? Because they go for defenses, they're losing this next fire. And if they go for this next fire, they've got Oni fire waves kicking out the door and going for the throat of the Titan at this point. It's so insane. Look at that. Everyone is pushed forward. Variety's fucking farming because he's still not level 20. In fact, no one's excited. Bibman Tings is level 20. And everyone else is like, yeah, I'm doing fire. And it's gone. It's gone. You've got eyes on 2 members on the left-hand side trying to knock out a tier 1. You've got right side. Everyone's there. And you can go for that. I really, really like this play. Because they've got these are the Oni minions as well. These are the Oni minions and everyone has to start back in. Will Stu make it back in time? Is Stu going to make it back in time? Stu does make it back in time. I thought minions might hit him, but it's not quite the same. Right side bird is gone as well. There's just no defense. There's nothing here. Look at this gold. Oh my god. What the fuck? Whoa. Holy fuck. 18,000 gold lead? This is the most dominant performance I have ever seen in the history of the SPL, of all of the things we've seen from it.
That's too much.
What?
It's too much at this point. I mean,
18,300 gold.
It doesn't matter if Thanatos can't do the actual damage.
Yeah, execute's fine. Who the fuck is putting anyone at 35% health right now? No one. No one is gonna fall to 35% health. Like, there is a meditation and a shell to shut that shit down. There are 2 Aegises to burn through to get before that. There is Soul Eater to deal with that. You aren't hitting anyone to 35% health. 19,000 gold lead being wrapped at this point. Bracers the only thing that Aurora has got to try and answer this, and a little bit with the with regards to this Emperor's armor, but that's just because his second item is a Stone of Binding. Alright, back it up, just back it up, just back it up, just back it up. Okay, we want to go in. Don't like that. Really don't like that. You just got Aurora's ult, back it out, wait for it. This is the only bird that's in trouble. Sino has to defend on one of these lanes. Just back it up. Play a poke war. You have enough pressure to where you don't need to waste your time doing this. Twig has no ult and he wants to fight Sino. Why? I don't like this. Why? He will kill you. This is such a bad siege from Kings right now. Like, I don't think they know how to consolidate this. And to be fair, I don't think anyone has ever been in a position where they're 19,000 gold up trying to choke it for a win here. Like, Twig is going to try and push out this side. He's going to take the 1v1 situation or force someone else in. Mid Phoenix does go down. Blink push is good. Variety is low, but they're not enough. No one's falling down low enough. Sino has to disengage. And now look at this. Paul's being harassed because he's the last one out. Wall's not good.
That is an
there we go.
Wall from Genetics. I cannot tell you how difficult it is to separate fear from someone who is already in the fearless.
That was insane, though. Gotta point that out. Absolutely ridiculous. Variety gets out because of that. And now Solo Troll trying to fight against Variety. Variety, though, is exactly where he wants to be. And so is everyone else. They're pushing him off. They're pushing him out. That's it. They're just destroying them. Force them to make an engagement and say, fuck it, you die. 3-16. Look at that. Holy fuck. What the fuck was that? Holy fuck. That first match is really sad. Nah, I mean, you come in and you're that fucking hot and ready for a fight, you fucking swing it. You fucking swing like that. I don't care if that's like a, oh, it was a stomp. I don't fucking care if it was a stomp. You do not give game 1 away because you want to feel out your opponent. If they get punched, if you punch them once and they fall to the floor, that's on them for getting hit by the punch. It's finals, yeah, and sure, admittedly, a 3-0 finals would suck. And it would continue a very unfortunate curse that Smite has, where a semi-finals match has more hype than the finals. But yeah. Holy fuck. Holy fuck. Alright, boys. Holy fuck. What a game one. Now, speaking of game one of Minesweeper, how the fuck are we doing here? It's one of those two because of that, so it's not that one. It's one of those two for this. What does that tell us? Well, it tells us actually that if it's one of those two, it could be that one and that one, or that one, not that one and that one. Fuck, how do I read into this? One here. One here. Well, you've got, it's only one in there, so it's 1, 2, 3. That's one. Doesn't tell us much. 22 minutes for a little stomp with a 20k gold lead. They played poorly. Yeah, they did. They did. And now's the time we have to start pulling out pocket picks. Because here's the thing. That Thanatos was like, oh, like, you think back to last set? Thanatos was the, oh my god, we have to get Sino off this. We can't let Sino have Thanatos. If he gets Thanatos, he runs the game and wins. And then, pff, nothing. They gave Thanatos and Habois and made it look like it was irrelevant. That's insane. Right. Can we figure out any of this stuff? Well, it's got to be one of these two, so it's not this, it's not this, it's not this. Does that help? Yeah, kinda. You have one here, so 2 in these. Okay, lights Persephone on Paul. I don't know about Persephone. I don't think that's got enough. I don't know. It just doesn't look like it's got enough gear for it. So it's 1 there, 2 in there. So it's not this one. No, it is that one! Bollocks! I was gonna say there's like 1 in there and like 2 in there. But I hovered like this and not this. Oh, fuck. That sucks. Right, what do we got here? It started off with some nice, easy ones. Some nice, easy ones. We like nice, easy ones. Easy ones are what we live for here. That's good, that's good, that's good. That's cleared out. You're cleared out. You get that. Which clears up there. You get you. You get you. You get you. Hits all of those. Hits everything there. Hits everything there. Paul doesn't like person now because of her rework. Oh, that'd be funny. Imagine if he pulls it out though. He's just like, fuck it. It's a character arc. It's a character arc. I love her now. 1, 2, 3, 4. But it can't be both of those. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4 there, which makes that sorted, which puts that there, that there. All of those are there, which means that's there like that. Puts that there, like so. Should go back along all of these little bits and just check those real quick. Hits that, one of those two, but it can't be that one because it's already cleared there. 1 there, hits that, 2 there, hits that, 2 hits you for the one time, 2 goes there like that. Up top this side, that 1 hits you for 4, that 1 hits you for there, 1, 2, 3, 4, blocks you out, blocks you there. And there we go. It's not bad, we're getting somewhere. Okay, that one's also cleared out. 2s have to go there like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 2, 1, 2 for there. You've got 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3 there. That 2 needs that like so. That goes there. That goes there. This one's looking good. It's looking good. It's one of those two. No, it's not one of those two. It is exactly that one there. That goes there, that goes there. You need 2, so you must go there like that. You must go there like that. You need one of those 2, so it's not that one. Right. Okay. We're getting fairly close to the point where we're having to stop going on the left-hand side, but it's getting so... This is fun. I love it when you do this. It's like, you get this big swathe. And you get the screeching halt. It's like, oh, I'm sad now. 2 there, blocks you. Right, 1, 2, 3, one of those two. 1, 2, 3, one of those 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, you're sorted. 1, 2, 3, 4. So it can't be both of those, so it's got to be one of those, which means it's one of those two, right? Well, it does mean that, but what else it means is we're back. You know what time it is. Let's go back.
Game 1 finishes, and the Kings stand tall after that one. A fast game.
I really... After that game 1, I don't know if this goes to 5. Like, Paul never cracks the pressure, but everyone else can. Sino looked like a non-factor. Solo or Troll looked like a non-factor. Like, insane.
This is actually going to go for anyone who's in the crowd, anyone watching at home. We have an amateur tournament that is going to be coming up.
Yes, the Smite Amateur League Tournament, the SALT. This is an insane-looking tournament. We might have to keep an eye on this one.
The amount of zeros you see on there is correct.
200,000 gem prize pool.
January 27th at, starting at January 28th at 10 a.m. as it has been moved, and then again on the day afterward. The broadcast is going to follow about 2 hours after each stage of the tournament. We will be showcasing a lot, and it's going to be done in studio in Alpharetta. So if you want to get featured on the broadcast, you want to showcase what you have.
A lot of people going to be there. A lot of people going to be there.
200,000 gem prize pool, as well as the.
But for now, we got Worlds to focus on.
But some other random games will be as well. So if you're just playing around, you happen to be in the tournament, you might get featured on the broadcast. Speaking of featured on the broadcast, you can get featured as well right now by tweeting at us with #WorldsWithFans. Whether you're
nice to see Worlds with Fans still going.
As you can see it there, the Bengals jersey.
Hell yeah.
Just the jacket, standing proud. Or if you're watching
there's a dog! Look at the dog!
Furry friends out there as well. Not just any furry friend. That was Rand specifically, Dave's
so many
dog.
Olsons.
A lot of Olsons that are coming in.
Hey.
Dad as well watching. And I believe I saw some very sad thunder sticks that are no longer thundering anymore. The hand's gonna have to stand up. Lady Rebellion out there. And of course, the two who have been mistaken for others throughout the weekend, Jordan and Lewis, Gam16, tweeting it out and pairing each other.
Met Mifflin today while Mifflin's on the screen in the background. Oh, that's hilarious. Oh, that's some hella cool fan art as well. All of the Kings. That's so cool.
Or if you are watching at home, make sure.
So yeah, breakdown of game 1. Solo or True got soloed. Paul and Sino got bitch slapped for trying to make a play in mid. Aurora should not pick Atlas. It's just a pick that's going to ruin your day every single time. So watch this. I want to see how much damage did he take here. Like, he just didn't clear the wave? Oh, he's aggroed minions for far too long, and then hits level 3. Oh. And he just stands there. Yeah, he aggroed minions for too long, didn't clear the wave enough. Level 3.
I mean, it's a very clutch timing. Variety knew his
yeah,
one more minion and you're gone.
One more minion and you're gone, and he gets to just slap the minions the whole time. Insane.
He doesn't miss, especially not on the world stage.
That was a snap pick as well. It's like level 3, bam, hit it. This though, Paul thought that the circle on the ground was Fear No Evil. It was not, so he beads it. And that's incredible. That is like the play you make. It's like, I've got a Humbites on me, I see a giant circle, it's a Humbites ult. It's not. And that's so rough. Falls his ult there. Aurora for some reason pushing another fucking, going for an invade here. I don't know why. Like, Yarkor's made a rotation. Stu's nowhere to be fucking seen. Looking for Paul now. It's like, Paul's low, Paul is low, Paul is low. Finds him. Dodges and weaves. Like, even if Yarkor doesn't get that kill there, Paul will still die because he's forcing them to spend so long. This play, though. Look at this. Look at that wall. Genetics is MVP. Oh, it's so unfortunate because it's like every single player on this team looks like an MVP here. It's like Genetics, Variety. Like, Genetics, Variety, Big Man Tings, and Captain Twigs all could deserve an MVP for this game on their own. And that's not even just saying the fact that Yarkor just fucking did what he needed to do. And that's exactly what he needs.
That's what they're known for. They play consistent, and they run the game all the way to the finish.
I don't know. Again, not professional lip reader here, but I do think at least one phrase there from Genetics was, "What are they doing?"
Yep.
Yeah, I saw that. It was like the first thing was like, "What are they doing?"
Why they're the Kings. We'll see what they can continue as we eventually move forward. Games 2.
Yeah, look at that. Like everyone else is just like super quiet there. You gotta keep talking. You've gotta keep talking. Push communication. Talk about what happened. All right. What's our game plan here? Do we need to counterpick them? Do we need to just run it back? What happened? Like, solo or troll versus variety? You picked fucking tier into variety and said, yeah, I can play tier better than you, or I can win this lane against you. And variety had the last pick as well! You picked tier into variety, and he gets last pick. You are laughing me!
It's just that ego, and it's not going to stop. It's being fed by these plays he's making. He's got the follow-up. If you know BMT is going to follow you up with a massive Earthshaker...
I really don't like a Raw on this Atlas. Like, if that was... Imagine if that was a Kepri game, a Terra game. Something that at least when it drops in a fight, has an impact that remains afterwards.
Are you feeling the same way? I mean, the Vulcan was
Because this Ymir was insane. There were 5 strong picks that game, and they were all on the Camelot Kings, but that might be due to the gods that are playing these characters. And yeah, we said that the right way around. The gods that are playing these characters. Woo!
If I'm the Titans, I have a couple of options in this next draft. It's run it back and ban away some more of those problem picks. Leave open the, top pick hunters. Don't worry about banning those. Ban away their comfort picks. Maybe, honestly, I would probably pick out the Vulcan, maybe the Ymir. If I
yeah, I think you put. I think Paul just give Paul the Vulcan instead, because it means that he's not having to worry about this like Hobwa. Don't let the Hobwa go. Let the Hobwa go. Or maybe, wait, maybe did Titans feel they had to take that away from Twig? Maybe, because we're like admittedly we're looking at this from the perspective of. Titans have the momentum coming into this. They're the ones who need to worry about what's getting picked from about their picks here. But in this now, Kings are the ones with the momentum here. Genetics, look at Genetics. Is he egging on Titans or is he cheering on the crowd? But yeah, Amaterasu ban gets solo troll off that. Solo troll and Stuart need to be on something good here. So. I don't know if you can first pick, like, this Hobwa. I don't know if you can first pick something. I think you need to get something for Solo or Troll and Stu. They need it. There's a Ymir ban. So they want Ishtar first pick to give Stuart something strong. Najjar taken off the table. Ishtar first pick here. You give up the Hobwa because you need something for Stu to be comfortable on. Hobwa for Twig. I like this. I like this. So yeah, Titans genuinely wanted the Hobwa to take it away from Twig. I don't know if you take this Hobwa though, I'll be real, like... Alright, let's see it. Let's see it. And the ROM makes total sense. This, like Harry said, could mean a double Hunter draft. The question is like, what the fuck do you put in mid now? We are going to see the Thanatos. And this is where the imbalance comes in with the Hobwa versus Thanatos. Synode running it back though. Tiamat for Paul. Yeah, that's safe. Yeah, that's pretty fucking safe. I like that. You can't pick up the Kepri because of the Thanatos now. So, you don't even bother with that. Which is awkward because it now means Titans could also take the Kepri. Please, for the love of God, don't pick up this fucking goddamn Atlas again. Paul unleashed the beast. Yeah, he's certainly going for it. And it's looked really strong. Titans draft, this game looks so much better for him. I wonder if this is a bait and switch where they take this Hobwa, they run it mid as well, and just pick up the Hombat's like last pick. But Kings have got a massive game plan here.
One pick that was just a problem. Yep. And you get one pick that we know can be a problem. And because they banned out the Ymir, they don't get that same sanctity of it. Like, oh, cool, we can just block you off. And with no Odin, especially considering it's only
Terra?
On the ult, it really limits the...
They're really thinking here. because it pocket picks them a little bit here from flexibility. Just a little bit.
Rama can run away with the game. It is going to Yark. And he has been on point with those snipes, as we just saw in the highlights. As well as if this is, again, Captain Twig taking the Hebo into the jungle, which he's been apt to do at times. It has a pretty decent matchup in the fans.
I like the fact that they're using their bang time here, because they're thinking like, okay, we picked this. What do we look at bans? What do we look at this? They are going to go for Terra. I like it. I like it. Genetics on Terra. Feels like a very strong big team fight ult. A lot of respect needed to be put on that. But do you now need to ban out Aurora here? There's the Ares ban. Love it. You need to ban it if you're a Terra. You don't want to deal with the cripples. You just can't deal with it. I wonder if I wonder if Titans ban Mulan here, because they might need to. Like maybe Mulan Vulcan. I think Mulan Vulcan here. I think you take Mulan Vulcan away, because Titans, like, Kings have got the next pick, and I reckon that if this Vulcan is left up, they'll just go for it again. And absolutely decimate you. There's the Mulan ban. Like that respect call there from Titans. Next up, Sylvanas or Guan Yu. Guan Yu off the table, because Terra's really good into the Sylvanas, where he's immobile. She locks you down for even longer. Turn a tree, give him some roots, and then you can give him the axe and cut it right down there.
Not having to play against that Mulan, so that makes sense as a bottom 2 ban to me for the Titans. I think they have a lot of options.
Don Zaburo taken off the table. That's one of the other top hunters for this section. But we've seen Big Man Tings play fucking Jing Wei in mid lane. You can't ban it out. You can't ban out this double hunter comp. Yeah. Alright. What are you taking mid? I think you take the Vulcan here. Like, you take the Vulcan here. You've got ridiculous amounts of strong damage here. Your magical damage is through the absolute fucking roof at that point. And it makes it really difficult to, like, itemize into. Because it's like, you itemize too heavily into the magic, you're in trouble. Is a fucking Nami! Oh, ho, ho! Alright, we are going double hunter then. Okay, Izanami. We've also looked a little bit into the Smite speedrunning side of things. Very, very strong. Very, very, very strong, strong look there. The god of speedrunning Smite. But is this going mid? That's got to go mid, right? Like, there's no way you put Ram in the mid lane again against Ishtar. Yeah. Alright.
He does something similar to Humbats in a way, in that he allows you to lock down immobile frontliners really, really well. That water spout is so powerful for setting up for your double hunter.
Yeah, it's one of the biggest knockups in the game. It's like water spout, belly flop, obviously landfall, but that's an ultimate. It's insane. What the hell does Aurora pick here? I don't think you can afford to go Sylvanas here. So what the hell is Aurora going to? Khepri maybe? I think Khepri here has got to be the call, right? Because it can be semi-aggressive, it's somewhat defensive, it helps you out. Oh my fucking god, he's going for his Kumbha fucking Karna! Kumbha Karna! Against Double Hunter, it makes a lot of sense. It's really good. Epic Uppercut is a lot of damage. And Osiris for the solo lane. Variety? What are you playing into that? I'm thinking Husha lane. Husha lane matches the aggression fairly well. Hits out fairly hard. It means you also can't look to Odin because he'll just walk out the fucking wall. But
I think has a very good matchup into Ishtar. Even an Ishtar Sylvanas lane can get out cleared if the Izanami is playing properly and goes up.
I mean, Izanami just hard clears everything because their autos pierce, and that's gross.
Can really reveal her when she dashes out, and you can follow that so easily. I'm thinking positioning is going to have to be clear here for these.
Hercules. Okay. All right. All right.
But also also now there's a Hercules.
So there's no way this is Terra solo. There's no way this is Terra solo. Against an Osiris, you will just lose, and I don't want to see Variety do that. Like, as much as Genetics could just run this Hercules support and man mode this with an Izanami down the lane, barrel stuff it, don't do that, please. Like, give this Terra the Izanami for high clear. Yeah, maybe it is the Ram in the mid lane, because you can't afford as the Ram. Like, you don't have enough clear to substitute with the Terra to do it. So Izanami getting it with all the autos the whole time. Her clear is really, really strong, which gives Terra the fallback till level 3. Big Man Tings plays this Ram against the Tiamat, against Thanatos. If he's not careful on his positioning when it comes to his health bar, then yeah, the Thana will have some fun. But at the same time, Ram will just go up, and if Big Man Ting times this, I mean, he didn't fucking die last game.
I would say so. Definitely one of them. Has that Mez to reduce the attack speed of the double hunters as well and sell for the team.
Yeah.
Gonna be looking to peel for Paul, and hopefully
The Mez on Kumbhakana, 3 seconds into the route as well. You are locked down for like 5 seconds. So Aurora's pulling out the Kumbhakana. Is it going to be a problem? I think that Titans had this pick. They had this pick in mind. If Kumba falls, Izanami passive, Ram arrows and Izanami shred through him ridiculously fast. So yeah.
For the suspenders to pop off. Come on, dude. Does anyone down there need a pair of suspenders?
Yeah, just throw the metal down there. Throw metal down there. That's a very bad idea.
Oh my god, yes! Yes, we're on cast. Did Thor get him? Oh, you got the suspenders. They're off now, Myth. We have heated up in the grand final.
Bit of fun.
Okay, I got a belt on, don't worry. We're all
Yeah, belt and suspenders.
It's all good. Whoever got the plastic bag that the suspenders were in, you're welcome.
That's 2 prizes now.
2 prizes.
Having a bit of fun. I think that was the... we're not ready yet. We're not ready yet.
The grand finals here, though. The Camelot Kings
See what they got.
run over the Titans in game number 1.
Let's go Titan chance coming through.
Number 2 of the Smite World
What are we looking at? What are we looking at here? Osiris versus Hercules. Solo or Troll not opting for Death's Toll. I wonder if he's going for this, for less of the Berserker shield and more of the Glad shield then? Maybe? I mean, I guess against Hercules, you don't want to slap fight him, because strength through pain, he will just out-punch you, which is not fun.
Tiamat is not a pick that has pressure. Tiamat is not a pick that you're looking for.
Tiamat, yeah, that's true. Tiamat. Paul, again, not going for these beads. If he gets knocked up by Twig, he might just die. Straight up. I have a feeling Paul's going to get heavily punished for this no-bead start. Because Genetics makes an early rotation, you're rooted, you're fucked. If Twig gets a knock-up with the ult, he's fucked. Like, he has to just stay in one stance the whole time. He can't afford to keep switching stances. It is Yakor on the Izanami. Interesting choice of build, though. Opting for the Hunter's Cowl. A little bit more lifesteal, but less overall sustain. Big Man Tings. I like this work from here. Hard clear. Again, Paul just ends up on a pick that doesn't clear well. And now look at this. Pressure. Big pressure. Aurora. Actually dashing forward is Yakor. This is that solo lane mentality. And then they stop putting pressure on Aurora. Because this is what happens, is Hunters go like, oh my god, my support, I need to step up. Shoof. Easy. Like, Hunters like to try and start body blocking for their supports when they get in trouble. It ain't happening here. It just ain't happening here. And you can see that pressure. Yakor, you can't body block them autos. And now this is really nice from Camelot Kings, because they're trying to put themselves in a position where they are ahead. And if they're ahead, Tartarus Titans, it's easier to make a mistake, and it's harder on them to feel like they can just sit back. Yeah.
and that window's gone. He's level 3.
Yeah.
Unlucky. Real small window there. Look, it feels like the Titans just simply have too much.
Nah, he was totally fine. You knew he dashed in. He has dash, so he's totally safe. Honestly, he might even forego Sickle Storm and just double level into the Wailing Spectre, whatever it's called, the 2. That might be fun. Stu, Rooted. Genetics. Genetics is fine. That's the thing. Genetics takes a god. But level, like, everyone's like, oh, Genetics on Terra, it doesn't clear. It doesn't do anything till level 3. Yeah, it doesn't clear the wave till level 3. It'll still just punch you. Yarkor on this pick perfectly counteracts. Oh, Sino going for a blink into Twig. They know his rotations. But the beat is there, and now Variety's here as well. Opal, push, water cannon.
Right back towards Captain Twig. I'm not sure
Twig's still here. Twig's still here. Twig's still here. They get it. Knock up. But yeah, Sino gets the heal. Sino gets the heal. Good work from Tartarus Titans there. Sweat out against the Hobwa. This is what Sino needs to do. Sino needs to bully out this farm right now, because that is the weak spot. I think Genetics stole the red buff, by the way. So yeah, that's kind of fun. That's real kind of fun. Now he's going to go ahead and just run back up to the lane. This is the thing. If you get Scepter, you can invade. You just get the chance to invade as a support because it does so much damage for you.
Stewart been lights out so far.
Genetics has a purple buff. I don't know whose purple buff he's got. Whose purple buff has he stolen? Did he steal a purple buff as well? No, he can't. No. Oh my god, he fucking did. Did he actually steal? He stole the fucking purple buff. He's just stolen all the camps. And this chokes out Sino if he wants to ever come over this way. I mean, he's never coming over this way, but it chokes out Aurora, it chokes out Stewart. That's a really nice look for him.
And I want to see the Titans keep playing there, because if the map starts to move, or the action starts to move towards the center of the map.
Alright, Hercules going for the Runeforge hammer. Good start. That is Runeforge, I think? Pretty sure that's Runeforge, because yeah, it's like Runeforge, Black, it's, what do we got there? Runeforge, Frostbound, which, Runeforge and Frostbound are on the same tree. It's Shillelagh and Blackthorn Hammer that are on their own from Heavy Hammer. So yeah. What is Variety? Like, Variety is just kinda comfortable in this lane. Twig is the big issue versus Thana, and that's where all the imbalance lies. Well, in terms of on the right-hand side. Left-hand side ain't gonna fucking matter, like, at all.
She'll just be able to hold her own, and even then, with a slight disadvantage, could
another Scepter, and it's out cleared. Now Aurora has to step up to try and hit this, but they're level 5. So he's just gonna secure this. No way, he got it! Aurora got it! What the fuck? What's wrong with the UI? That might just be a case of, they did have to switch, at that point. They did have to switch.
On the right, Variety will pick it up just fine. What's the power curve of this Hercules like? Of course, you love dominating early game gangs. You can.
Yeah, it did. They had to set something up. It's fine.
Attempts on the Hercules last weekend. What are you looking for Variety at different points throughout this game?
What do we got? What are we seeing then?
One of those picks where I think his kit is so strong in of itself that you're not even looking towards itemization. If execution is good, a level 3 Hercules at the 40-minute mark could really disrupt your team fight just with...
I mean, yeah, the problem is that a level 3 Hercules couldn't step up at that point. Blink from Aurora. Solo trolls here as well, but Variety just gets to leave.
More difficult is the amount of healing he gets. That third ability can really mess with him.
I wonder if we'll see a Caduceus shield for Variety. I don't know if he's got room in it for the build, to be honest. I'm not sure how Sino or Solo's going to build this right now, because I really like that high mitigation build and then just a Death's Toll or Death's Embrace to go for it. But maybe he's going for the Hero Axe then for all the CC. That's not a bad call either. I guess the idea is obviously it's a different fight. Sino's fighting Twig again! Sino is this far up in the jungle. Please, Genetics, rotate out of the right lane and come spank Sino. Because he's been going for these little harpies every time. Please, just do something. Genetics, though, has been more interested in just stealing farm from these back camps. Maybe let Twig secure his own farm. Or help Twig secure his farm, please, because this is going to be rough. Sino's going to do this the whole game, and until Twig gets that Book of Thoth stacked, until he gets like 2 items deep, there is nothing Sino can do about there's nothing he can do about Sino. On his own. Proviso. Ooh. Bit aggressive. It's a little bit in favor for him, but not much. Paul jumps away. But that's the thing now. It's like, hey, Paul has no jump. Kill him. Root him. Doesn't get booted back in place. That's okay. 2 knockups are there. And a bit of damage. Very... This is Titan. Titans are playing this one back because of what happened last game, and that's fair. And Kings are more than happy to play it because they have double fucking Hunter Hoppa. Like, they punched so hard in the first game. Titans are like, holy shit, we can't let them do that again. So then they just pick a comp that runs so good late game. But Titans can answer it back a little bit. Oh boy, please don't start cheering for this. Please, chat, don't start cheering for this. Solo or Troll, fighting variety. Slowed. Run down, has the ult available, but the double knockup! Twig, come on! Oh, Stu, nice jolt, but that's his ult gone. He's got no ult, baby! No! Yakor cancels! Oh my god, he cancels the 1 because of the body blocks and says, fuck you, I'm killing him anyway. You cannot body block those autos. Yakor cancels Sickle Storm early to get rid of the increased attack speed and basic attacks. Now Sino's fucked! Oh! No beats! No chance. Vermi, what did you just say? Oh no. I think you're regretting this. Nice push. SOT. He's gonna try and fight back into Variety, but Variety's now ahead. He's got a Rune Forge. Is Solo Troll going for a Mid-Guardian mail? Mystical mail? It's gotta be Mid-Guardian mail, surely. It's very early, but it proves he wants to rotate early, though. Don't know how he's gonna do that. But again, that was straight up. Stuart dashes on Genetics, and Genetics says, "Fucking kill him." Pops the ult. No worry about the ult coming through again. They position themselves beautifully. Variety is in trouble. Variety is under execute threshold, and no longer is anymore. So very nice play. Twig very low though. Holy fuck. Jesus fuck, Twig. Variety gets to pop mitigate wounds and get out of execute threshold. Twig then just sits around like, oh, you're fine now. Like, holy fuck. This is really nice from Yakor. I love this. Stu is a linchpin for this team, and he's behind. And he's on Ishtar and behind. Is that, this has got to be then Kings is like, okay, Stu needs to be shut down. Either they pick Stu something good early and we fight him, or do we just take him off those picks? Game 1, they take him off those picks. Game 2, they make it look stupid for giving him a top pick. Now, Raw's here. Raw is trying to find something, but there's nothing. There's nothing. Twig needs a little bit more in the oven, a little bit more cooking, a little bit longer, as you would say. But Paul has been a non-factor. Tings has just held left click down in mid lane, and that works. And then ulted once and got a kill for it. Just fantastic. This Thanatos on Sino has been answered clearly, which Jade Dragons did not have. So yeah.
They've got Paul at their back. Just got to buy a couple more minutes for him. Speaking of items,
I don't know about a couple more minutes, because what is he gonna do here?
Yeah, go on. Just kidding. Looks like it's about to get upgraded. I don't even have time for the bit. Fully upgraded for Sino. It's a good power spike for him there out of the jungle. Now it's back-to-back games, Myth, where the Thanatos, specifically in the same area on the right side of the jungle, has just been run at from the Camelot.
2 kills, but it's a 3,000 gold lead for the Kings. They just out-farm you. They just win you. They just beat you down. It's 2 kills, and they found 1,500 gold each time from it. No Gold Furies looked at nothing. You just listen how quiet that fucking crowd is. Twigs are on the back, looking for some damage. Looking at Paul. Aurora will shut it down and stop it, but what can Paul do to answer back? Nothing, because Big Man's also here and putting out a lot of damage. Oh, they're going for gold. I like this. I really like this call. They're trying to bait him in, but no. Aurora has ult. He hasn't ulted yet, but that ult causes so much problems. It is essentially a Naja ult, but you still get to live and stick around on the battlefield. And that's even worse. It's scarier than that. It's actually... Oh my goodness, what season is Solo Troll playing? It's a bloody Mystical Mail! Now, don't get me wrong, Mystical Mail will proc your Warrior's Axe from range, which is nice. Suck it. Suck it.
Bad joke by me, maybe? Yeah, it's
yay!
Well, what? 1 to 12, 12 to 5,280, something like that. You do the math.
Well, we just confirmed that neither of us know what we're talking about.
Yeah, you're right. For some reason. This Titans team, though, they are so capable of making plays.
Yeah, they know there's a ward around somewhere. Aurora's here. They're gonna make him answer. It's like, hey, don't make a mistake, or we'll punish you for it. Oh my goodness! Genetics wall body blocks the epic uppercut. That's insanity! Genetics is in a lot of trouble right now, though. He's just got to pop his ult. Pop his ult. Pop your fucking ult. Pop Frenzy, pop ult. He dies. That's still fine. Sino answers one, but he's answered back immediately. Everyone else is far too low. Variety picks him up. Aurora still needs to fall, and he will. To everyone else, it is a 3 for 2 with Gold Fury. Why did Genetics hold so long for his fucking ult? I don't know why he did that for so long, because he was under execute threshold. He just pops Frenzy. You know that they want to fight there. You have to go for it. Was he waiting for Variety to show up? But look at this. Even in that engagement, Trebuchet's in right lane, pushing it down. That was insane.
Ridiculous. Genetics can't play characters with walls. It just can't be the case.
He's too good at them. And now Variety gets the TP over, kick a minion wave into tower. That tier 1 tower is gone. There is no answer back. He's also now checking out a Pyromancer, making sure no one's there. Aurora has to do the same thing. Aurora loves these little wards, by the way. Like, beside the camp. Beside the major objective. So yeah, ult to clear out the wave. Sino's trying to just farm. That wave tier 1 tower's gone. There's another 500 gold up, and it's 1,000 gold. It's another 1,000 onto the gold lead, because you're looking at 5,000 gold here.
Genetics, what a story he has had this weekend as well. Certainly still a rookie.
Yeah, Genetics is playing so well. Genetics is MVP. I'm sorry, Variety, you played phenomenally in game 1. You absolutely decimated Solo Troll. Game 2, this is big. Tartarus Titan stealing away with the Spirit Flail. First mistake we've seen of them all. SWC. Yikes. And now Stu gets to this, because this is the thing. Yakor loves to rotate hard for it. Alright, 1 for 1. Stu's up into the air, but he's way too far away. Big epic uppercut. Twig's gonna chase it out, but he can't, because Solo Troll roots him out. That's big. This is the thing. This is the thing. Camelot Kings love to group early for these kind of engagements, but they have to figure a way out to stop them. Like, here's the thing. Stu's like, fuck it. I'm a split push down these lanes. And I love that. Absolutely love that. Yakor is playing like a solo laner. I'll lose tower. It's not that bad. I'll get something for it. If you don't let them get something for it, they're fucked. They are absolutely fucked. So really good work there. Yakor also going for this high crit build. Shadow Steel, Wind Demon, Deathbringer. Last item we see here, likely going to be just that, the Silver Branch into Dominance. Maybe you sell the item, but Death Draws Nigh is a little bit of extra passive penetration if you get lower. Maybe we see the cowl upgrade. Maybe we see it sold. I wouldn't mind seeing it sold. I think both options are totally fine.
Has stood up for his team time and time again over the last couple of years.
It really depends how much penetration they or Yakor feels they need. But answer back, 2 to 5. Gold lead now back down to 4,000. Good work from Paul and the rest of the team.
It synergizes really well with the Kumbhakarna, that groggy strike, the second ability from Roar, just locking him in place, the Mez afterward as well. Just allows you to get
I really don't like. I tell you what, I just realized I really fucking hate Solo or Troll's Mystical Mail now, because it pops. Like, I get the idea is like, oh, we break couple economies, they're slowed and they have attack speed slow. It's like, yeah, but why? Why break that and let them hit you at all? Really don't like that. Really, really don't like that. If that's a Midgardian Mail, fucking love it. He gets to stand in front of everyone, really slow him down, cause more problems for him. But Solo or Troll now knows he needs to be involved in these fights, stops his tier 2 magical defense, sits on the Silver Talisman, which is reasonably good stats, and instead now is going to just finish off this Spectral to try and punch back hard. Beads instead of a Thorns. Would have really liked that. But where do we go?
So is Stewart, both of them a couple of levels behind. And Myth, I'm not sure we're going to be able to avoid the fighting much longer.
Yarkor answers back the tower like that, focuses the wave instead of the tower as well. Stu's looping back around for the rest of the team.
A critical decision-making point already approaching for the Titans. At the 18
and again, there's another Trebuchet in mid, I believe, so... I don't think you can afford to give up an Oni Fury. Not right now.
Just to maintain presence.
Solo laners don't lie. If SOT is here, the Tartars
they're fighting for it, yeah.
The Camelot Kings, though,
yep.
It's a massive advantage.
But look at Twig. Twig's not here. Twig is not here yet. Twig is farming. Twig is farming. Twig is going back for a speed buff. This is a... Either Camelot Kings know something that we don't, or they're just like, nah. They look at that presence. Camelot Kings have no fear. They're like, oh, they're all here? I got time. I can do my speed buff. They know they're not... until they actually do it, they have nothing to worry about. They've got all the vision here. We see Yak. No way. No way. No way. No way. I don't like this. No, 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 no. Pull him off it. Pull off it. Get the fuck out of there. Yeah, sign up. That play there is Camelot Kings go, okay, you want to do that? Let's see if we can do this. Oh, epic uppercuts used on genetics. What? Okay, Kings had an absolutely insane play there. It was, you want to look at left, let's look at right, see if you respond. Solo Troll got his ult force there instead of beadsing. So big play there. So Kings looked at that fight on left and went, okay, you can get Oni, we'll get fire. Titans immediately like, oh fuck, they're gonna get fire. Pulls them off it. That's why Camelot Kings don't care about this presence. And now they're gonna just go all 5 here and just burst this down with Double Hunter. Can they get the same thing in place this time? I don't think they've got it. They leash it. They just destroy Stewart. They just destroy Aurora instead. They bait him in. They say you aren't gonna do the same thing twice. And they go, you're right, we're not. We're gonna kill you first and then get the Oni Fury.
I wonder, can the Camelot Kings now immediately rotate in towards the fire giant?
I mean, Yarkor's gonna head over that way immediately just to make sure that they don't do it. I love this though. Back up, buy up. There's some big power spike items. Silver branch for big man. What do we see in here? That's why he went. That's why he was like, bet I can do it. I think if big man Tings and Yarkor are there, they can do it. I don't think that if it was Twig and Yarkor, like, they got a lot of burst, but they don't have the penetration shred for it. So they'll go ahead, they'll head over to Fire Giant, they'll grab Pyromancer, a little safer, and I like this call, because they don't want to just root it in. Blinking Solo Troll's in so much trouble! Variety puts him in pain! Look at this! Twig. Alright, so Yarkor falls a little bit low on the HP bar, but can just heal up. Actually opts to back to base, grab a ward, I assume. No, tier 2 Hunter's Bow. Okay, okay. This is so tentative at this point.
At the 20.5-minute mark, Titans got to reply somewhere, but it's that slowly moving goalpost. You keep moving them further back. I'm going to defend here. No, okay, I'll back up. Defend next time.
Yeah, and you can see how calm the Kings are about this whole thing. They're not all grouping for fire and pushing it down absolutely immediately. Titans know they have to defend on this Fire Giant. If they aren't there, then they lose. Like, they just lose Fire Giant and then they could easily lose the game. So what do Kings go? They go, we'll put a couple there. Oh, you want to go get your speed? Yeah, go get your speed. Oh, you want to go get your buff? Yeah, go get your buff. That'll actually help us. Yeah, go do that. They put enough pressure to force all of Titans to be there, but they sit back far enough that they aren't threatening themselves into a bad fight, and they can keep presence in case Titans try to get tricky with it.
hey, well, if they get to the fire and we leave him alone for 5-6 seconds, it's going to be gone. Aurora is constricted in where he's allowed to rotate. Finally finds a little bit of farm on the right.
Well, Myth,
Thank you, Mifflin, saying exactly what I was just saying.
Won't get a chance to
Oh,
talk about it now.
look at Twig! Twig's just giving shit!
Side by Twig.
Look at that!
Last water hands won't
Twig
such a threatening
walking in at 2 frontliners and says, fuck it, I'ma hit you.
and it looks like clearing out some
So
more
Kings want to go ahead and grab their last couple items to get really far ahead.
for the Titans. Aurora's
And I don't mind this. Death's Temper upgrade for big man Tings. That's a ridiculous amount of damage. Solo Troll does not have any form of healing. I wouldn't mind. Like, this is why I wanted to see the Death's Embrace. Because you get so much more for it. Like, you need to be like that Final K, where you can just stand there and tank forever.
Will not pull the Titans back.
Now, instead, look at this. Camelot Kings go, you need to be around Fire Giant. I'm going to pressure your mid lane. Because Sino's here trying to get that, and so both these Hunters just transition. And Tartarus Titans have no way to answer back. They are pinned in place. It's a Zugzwang. Again, we'll go back to chess terminology. This is Zugzwang. Any move Tartarus Titans make is bad. Because Camelot Kings can punish. And they are not focused on, we're ahead, we must get Fire Giant. This is such great play of the entire map from the Kings. Because they get themselves 500 gold ahead. It's now 7,500 gold lead. You still can't fight us, we still win. Yakor is looking to get that Silver Branch finished. Once that's done, I expect them to pull fire. Or instead, they're just going to pull it now. Variety very far forward, eats a lot more damage than, or a lot from him. Tries to bait him back in. Aurora is stunned in place! Aurora cannot do this. Now Twig looking to punish Solo or Troll. And that's so good for the Kings. Aurora needs to be on something that's got... I don't know what he needs. I just don't know what he needs. He needs something that can get the fuck out of there. Fucking pick Horus or something. I don't know. I don't know if it's GG just yet, but it is definitely... It is the pebble that causes the landslide, I think is the best way to describe it. It is the pebble that kicks into a rock, that kicks into a stone, that bashes into a boulder, that just brings the entire thing cascading down. Because it's been all built up from here, and it's just one little thing. One little thing is Aurora pushes forward again. Because he's on these gods where it's like, okay, I need to blink in. Oh, I can't blink in. Fuck.
10,000 gold above your opponent. Yarkor's reached full build.
Well, we are going to see the upgrade on the Hunters, on the Leather Cowl to Hunter's Cowl. So, a lot more attack speed, good bit of movement speed as well. I don't think Aurora is trolling at this point. Aurora is trying to find ways to do things. Because he the problem is like, if he doesn't go in, no one on Tartarus Titans is going in. If he doesn't make, try and put anyone in CC, there is no one putting any damage down. And that's the problem. With Sino on this Thanatos pick, you've heard Mifflin say it. I don't care what level he's at. Like, Execute's always going to be good. Admittedly, he was saying that about Variety and the Hercules. I don't care what level of Hercules is, if it executes well. But kind of the same idea with Thanatos, right? I don't care what level it is. If he's got an Execute available to him, he will kill them. Like, a level 5 Thanatos can take down a level 20 if they're at, 20% HP. If they're not under the threshold, 40% HP is the threshold. If they can put someone at 40% HP, they can kill them. And that then gives the opportunity for Sino to keep going, to weaken a defense, for Paul to jump on in, and for Stuart to keep pelting damage in the backline. That is the plan. It's not happening if no one goes in.
This has just been unbelievable. I mean,
we said it yesterday with the idea of if you're too scared to make a play, like, the best way to describe it, not losing the game does not mean you are winning the game. If Aurora backs up, he's not losing that team fight, but Camelot Kings are winning that team fight because it's not happening. Alright. Looking pretty good, looking pretty good. Let's see what they can do. Mid lane. This Thanatos Sino is absolutely rude. I think if the Tartarus Titans take first pick, they need to take... Oh, they can't even take this Habwa! They can't even take this Habwa first pick because they did it last game. It's going to be like, oh yeah, they need to take this Habwa away from Twig, but they did it first game and they still got their pockets ran.
Twig already resets. He's on the way in.
Variety backs out. Good call. Good, just solid. I don't need to worry about this.
That's how the Kings play their game. They
Yep.
realize
There's a lot of ults on the line. Looking into the back line. Stu's ult's already gone. Variety looking to push everyone away. But it's not enough. It's not enough. No one was hitting the Titan at this point. But Solo Ultra's so low. He has to back out. And now let's go again. Ult up high. Sino being peppered. It's Big Paul gets pulled and picked. And that's punished. Big. Now Sino gets the execute onto Variety. But goes down immediately afterward. 3 members left. Aurora is out of this. Back in the fountain. Solo Ultra has to disengage with Lord of the Afterlife. And 2 Phoenixes are gone. The Kings, not going to rush it in. Don't rush it. Don't throw it. There's no reason to. Let's just back it up. They want to try and fight around. Look to try and put some damage out. Stu gets hit low. Boy. Yeah. And now look at this. Solo or Troll trying to deal with Captain Twig. The fucking Titan, no, is the actual problem. No one paid attention to it. Camelot Kings find themselves 1 game away from taking this. The best team in the world. And look at this. Everyone's silent. Everyone is silent on the side of the Titans. Like, you can see it. Like, Aurora's like shrugging his shoulders, looking at other people like, what do we do?
You cannot play their pace. You have to drag them into yours.
This is unbelievable. I said dismantling.
Incredible play. Absolutely insane.
One in game 2, the Kings simply running down the Titans, and they're so great at farming in the mid game. But they've also been
I don't know what the Titans have as a draft strategy here. But the thing is god damn. Also, yeah, definitely sweaty. But at the same time, my goodness, that is a very tight shirt on them arms. My goodness, those lights do a lot. So it's kind of understandable. This is why things like waistcoats are very useful. Oh.
Don't leave if you're leaving the room. I advise you not to right now.
Oh.
Real quick.
Another proposal?
Something special because, you know, it's season 10. Who's coming to the after party after this?
Oh boy.
Alright, it's not for you guys. Who wants to come to the after party after this?
Absolutely everyone, I assume.
I can't take you all, but if you look under your seat right now, you may find a ticket from you and a +1 to the after party.
Oh damn.
Check under your seat. If you find a ticket, come to the front and meet Bart, who's waiting to get you registered
Damn.
for the after party.
Damn.
10 tickets in the crowd.
10 tickets under the seats? Damn.
Each other. We'll see you at the after party. For now, we'll be back after the break with game 3.
That's how you keep everyone busy. Alright, well. Game number 2 goes down. What a performance here. I don't know what you pick as Titans here. I don't know what you can pick as Titans here. Because everything that's been looked at has looked incredible for the Kings. They've just ran every game in every way, in every lane. They've put you in so much trouble every time. And there's been no answer back. I don't know if there is even an answer back potential. That's the thing, like, what do you answer back with there? Where do you answer back? What do you even think there? It's, quite the difficult choice there. So let's see, with this, it can't be both of these, so it must be one of these and one of these 2 for you, which means it's not that one, which means you're cleared, which means it is that one, not that one. Oh shit, hang on. That's not one then? Yeah, which means that's one. Holy shit, we fucked that up somehow. Alright, still going in, still going in. You're there, you're there. 1, 2, 3, 4 clears up all of that section. Now to here, one of those 2 is, so you've got 1, 2, 3, 2, 3. You're 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 4. You're 2. You're 1, 2, 3 as well. There's that corner cleared. I'm gonna go back to this fucking corner here where I didn't like any of it. Right, 1, 2, 3, 4. So it's one of those two, so it is not this one. Does that help? One of those two. These 2s and 1s, it can't be both of these two, but it has to be one of these two, so it's not that one there. It's one of these two for you, which means it can't be either of these two for you. Given that, that now means that you are 1. It clears up 1 for us. So, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3 there. You are 1, 2, 3. So you have 1, 2, 3. That clears up that section. That now means we get to come back around here. Hit you there for that. And now what happens? Now what happens? I'm really sad for Titans because I have Kings. I hear Kings are racist, homophobes, misogynists. Don't want to be drama, but for a trans woman, I don't think they deserve any recognition. I don't know what has or has not been said with regards to these allegations, so I cannot make any comment on that. It is sad if that is the case, and definitely not a fun thing to hear. So what do we got? 1 there, 2 there, so it has to be 1, 2, one of those 2 for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. There we go. One of those 2, so it's not you. 1. Well, you must be there because you're a 2. Doesn't help us clear out any of these. 1, 2, 3. One of those. One of those. You have 1, 2, and one of those 2. Doesn't help us clear out that little section though. What do we got? 1, 2. One of these. Could be any of them right now. 1, 2. One of those 2. One of those. If it can only be one of those, if it's that one, so it can't be both of these, right? Because it's only one of these. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's definitely one, and it's one of those 2, so it's not there. Okay. Okay. It could be any of that organizational group there so far, because it could be that, and then that's all gone, and then it's that. So, one of those 2 is... Let's look at these 3s. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. You need one of those 2, and you need one of those 2. You need 2 in there. You need 1, 2, 3. But you can't be like that because it's one of those 2. We don't know which one. Fuck. All right. Well, we'll have to give that a think in a little bit. Because now, let's go back on into the game.
Well, welcome back, everyone, to the analyst desk here at SWC for Season 9. A lot of work, preparation, all of that going into this event and, of course, into this year. I have to extend a huge thanks to Pregame for being the title sponsor.
I wouldn't know how the hell they're going to break this down because I ain't got any idea so what to say. Like, straight up, just gone.
Your free skins.
Hey, you want free skins? Get some free skins. Get some free things. Don't give your money. Don't forget about your Prime Gaming. Excuse us. Don't need to pay any money. Use your Prime subs if you got them. It is literally free money. Go find a streamer you like. Go be like, hey, I like you. Have some money. Get some emotes. So good luck for you. Let's have a look then. We got another couple of dogs. Oh, there's 2 dogs. Look at the dogs. Dogs. You gotta love the dogs. Look how good those dogs are. They're great.
Hashtag Worlds with Fans. Something that we are just incredibly happy to have fans.
Show me on the screen again, cowards. Love it. Love to see it.
Hell, the last time I got to do it, I was working on Paladin, so it's been a long time since we got to hang out.
Alright.
With the crowd the way that we are right now. And of course seeing
Yeah.
all the people who are watching,
It's been a couple of years, hasn't it?
in venue, and I
Dragons are
appreciate
still
the
in our
change.
hearts. Hell yeah.
I didn't even realize.
From Jade to Kings. What a quick swap to him.
I think it's a Twig. Was there a W there?
I mean, yeah, there's...
If we can hear them, they'll tell us. I'm not sure.
Yeah, well, maybe we can just see them. I know they're going to be making
True.
noise. They've been pumping it up. The chants.
They're there.
Not even there. They're right behind us. They're walking around. Of course, those guys
Having some fun.
Necessary. Actually, you know, right now, the Titans, Titans fans, you need to make some noise for them. They need that energy more than ever.
Hell yeah. They really need it.
They're down 0-2. And of course, they need your help cheering for them in game, cheering for them right now throughout all of it, just making sure that they have some energy. Because otherwise, you end up looking at some other, well, hopefully not, knock on wood. Maybe I can caster curse it into Sonata 3-0. I don't know. Either way.
I don't know. I mean, a lot of finals, like some finals have been insane, some finals haven't.
Titans on the receiving end of that one. Don't want to see
And
that.
Titans got to pull something about. I don't know what the fuck you take for it because it's not great. Also, don't let pugs be a real thing, please. So look at this. Watch. Jolt immediately. Bam. That's it. Fuck him up. End him. End him. Just all in everywhere. Both ults used. Cancels Sickle Storm. Is like, fuck it. I'm not hitting him any other way. So great work there. Don't earn points. Don't give away your personal informational data for free. Remember, nothing is free. They would never offer you free stuff. They are selling your data. I don't know if they actually are. Could do. It's a random installment, and you're spending money every time, so gotta imagine there's something.
Game 2 for the Titans. We were wondering about adjustments, and it just goes a little awry.
No, we throw that out the window. So here's what I've learned.
Okay.
What have you learned?
In the first game of the quarterfinals, or I guess in the fourth game of the quarterfinals, Tartarus Titans, I counted them out. I said, no, they're not going to win. They won. Semifinals, same thing. I said, no, surely not the Tartarus Titans. I have learned not to count them out. And as far as
don't count them out right now. Don't count them out, but at the same time, they have to win two back games. Because if they don't, that's it. That is just it. And they're having so much trouble with these double hunter comps. And Camelot Kings can just, as long as they get a ROM, as long as they get the ROM in there, they can play whatever. Big Man Tings will play the ROM, Yako will pick a fucking Izanami. You can pick a fucking Jingwei for Big Man Tings. Like, it don't matter. It just doesn't matter.
They're not out until it's over.
Right.
But Hurry, how are you feeling after game number 2? What kind of things need to change?
Yeah, I'll echo the sentiment that I think a lot of people are feeling right now, in that it's grim right now for the Titans. It looks like the pacing is just not favoring them at all. It kind of.
Oh, look at that. That knock up. Pulled, picked, punished. And that's it. Like, Variety goes down there. Variety was tanking that Phoenix the entire time. That is the only reason that Sino gets the opportunity to ult there. Because Phoenix did 85% of the health bar there. And even then, they lost the Phoenix, they lost Paul, they lost Solo Troll's damage output and ult in that. They lost everything for that one pick. And then they lost Sino afterwards. So difficult to see that.
That will exactly be, and I hope that we get some more games.
Yeah, I think the worry here for the Titans, though, is that the Kings, they didn't play anything that they played last game. The only repeated pick was the Rama, which changed roles. They've switched.
That's true. Everything looked good for them. And you gave, like I said coming into this, you need Sino and Stu on good things. You gave Stuart the best hunter in the game. 0-2 and 3. You gave Sino his Thanatos again, saying shake it off. 2-3-1. Like what? What? Oh my goodness. Big Man Ting. Yeah, again, just doesn't die. Just doesn't die. And look at the 3 people who died. Genetics, Twig, Variety. The 3 people who are okay with dying for the team, as long as they got something for it. Like Genetics died Where did Genetics die in that? I think Genetics died around a Fury? Yes, Genetics died because he ulted late after the Fury. Well, they pushed him off the Fury fight and he died to the Thanatos ult. Yeah.
Where do they start applying some of that pressure? How do they push back?
Yeah, and first and foremost, I want to say that the Kings have been playing phenomenally. I don't think that can be understated.
Yep.
They are not
and they're going to keep playing phenomenally,
correct.
It seems.
They are not making many mistakes. So, Titans are going to have to bring it to the Kings. They can't just sit back and say, hey, we'll play our...
They need to... Like, the problem is that, like, I don't think Stu plays that aggressively. He doesn't play super aggressive into these kind of picks. Paul doesn't play super kind of aggressive picks right now. It's just not in the cards for him.
First up, maybe big man Tings in your court, they need to die. Step one, get a kill onto these carries because executing the tanks, finding some kills on these tankier targets is all well and good. But these damage dealers, they've been going unchecked.
Well, I've got good news for everyone out there. If you're rooting for the Kings or you want to see a comeback, it has to start in picks and bans for game.
I'm gonna say it. I think this is gonna be a 3-0. I think this is a 3-0. Titans opt to take second pick here. But do Titans... Oh, what a Titan... Like, here's the problem. I don't know what Titans ban. They ban the ROM. Okay. They don't want to let Big Man or Yarko take that. I think that's smart. Do we just see the same bans come out, though? Like, what do Titans get on second pick? Ymir ban. Okay. So Kononos is available. Uh-oh. Maui, Ishtar, Kononos? Oh, boy. All three are going to get left open, aren't they? I think that Titans... No, because Titans don't run double hunter. They have to ban Kononos. Maui. Snap pick Maui. Maui for Ishtar. Maui for Ishtar. Maui for Ishtar. Yeah, there it is!
I think it's correct for the Titans to swap sides with both first picks not working. I think it's correct to let something else...
This was the plan. Did they get Ishtar and Hobwa? Right?
Very good for Genetics so far. I think the Titans are willing to take that risk at this point in the setup.
Hobwa, Ishtar. Unless Paul has some other pocket pick. Yeah, I didn't think so. Plus also as well, you left Ishtar open. You don't want to give up Maui Ishtar.
If you get ahead with Hebo on your team, it's very hard to lose. He just kind of packs a big punch in the back line that you always have to worry about, so I think it's fine to take that away. And I think the Ishtar is always an okay pick to take in your top 3 for your hunters.
Especially considering one of the things...
Do we see Humbats here, maybe? What do they want? Ram's gone, they've got Ishtar. What do you fight into Ishtar with now? Is Anami? Like... Is Anami Jingwei? Like, is Anami Jingwei here, I'm thinking. Or like... Yeah. They could go Vulcan. They could go like Vulcan if they don't want to worry about the pick for Yakor.
You can't walk up. You try and walk up, you get terror walled in, you get stunned out, you get knocked up, you get hurked, you get pushed back in. It's incredible the CC chains these pro teams can put together. Titans might be looking at some of the same. Maybe they can try and...
What do we see here? Because Maui hasn't played a single game. Bank time, they're thinking. Lancelot for Twig. Okay. Alright. Alright. A bit shaky of a pick for Twig. But they are going to get the Vulcan in. And I don't mind this either. I think the big issue is, with double hunter comps being so prevalent and possible, Titans... Paul just doesn't play hunters. Oh boy! Okay, here it is. It's pulled out. It's the Sylvanas. This is the pick that Sylvanas has been off the table every game. Now Aurora needs to tell us why. Why is it off the table? Is Anami gone? Love that call. Really love that call. Guan Yu off the table for SOT. What does SOT play? Because SOT's had a really rough time right now. Really rough time. And Danzaburo. Damn, you gotta go deep for this God Pool. 5 hunters deep. You gotta go. You gotta go 5 hunters deep.
Incredible pressure in that dual lane, bar none. No matter what ADC comes through, as long as that ease is gone.
Okay, Nemesis off the table. They don't think Sino is gonna be playing this Hobwa. And it's just that's just a safety call, and I like that. So what do they want? What do they want here?
As well taken away by the Titans.
Hmm.
Trying to control maybe damage control at this point, especially considering the top 3, but at least control the Kings and the duo lane, and specifically last year's Worlds MVP solo.
Okay, Pele for Sino. This is what was fought into Sino last time, and they'll take it.
Guan Yu Nemesis banned out by the Kings. Hazer, how are you feeling about the Pele?
Last pick, they're trying to give Stu the better lane up, and it makes a lot of sense. What do you take here? What do you go for here? Of your Kings. You need a Hunter pick that can do well into all of these, that's not going to get out-pressured. I mean, everything's going to get out-pressured. It's an Ishtar Sylvanas. And you lost your Izanami. So what do they go for here? I think Titans have answered back pretty well. But Jingwei, not too bad. Uden to deal with Sylvanas. To hit Habois. Okay, variety. Alright. But Chernobog. Oh, I love this Chernobog. Oh, I love this Chernobog pick. You hear me yesterday? I've been like, oh, maybe Chernobog gets picked. Oh, maybe Chernobog gets picked. Chernobog running into a team fight. This is perfect for Yarkor. It's where he wants to be. He wants to rotate early. Now he doesn't even have to lose lane pressure to do it. And Ravan. Ravan solo to match into the Odin. It's aggressive. That's a kill lane with the Pele. Lancelot and Odin need to be careful. Titans are gonna run at him.
We know that Paul has played Pele mid in the past. He already has lost once on the Hebo where he wasn't able to get that much off. I could see a world where they switch it up.
I don't think they switch it up, and the reason I don't think they switch it up is because Ravan Habois not as likely to get a kill as Pele Ravan. Like, it depends what this Odin builds into. Likely just gonna build into a Glad Shield start. So it's always gonna be a bit rougher, but knock up, root, slow, chase potential, high damage output. There's a lot there. This Odin pick though, countering out the Pele, the Sylvanas, and the Habois is huge. Ravan can get over it. Ishtar technically can get over it. I think if she dashes, if she dashes over the wall, i.e. she hits someone and leaps back over it. But essentially, everyone but Ravan gets locked in this cage. And the nice thing is that for variety, he never has to worry about Ravan ulting him. If Ravan ults him, he immediately drops the cage. If Pele is on her way. The only way that doesn't happen is if Pele blinks first. Pele blinks, knocks him up, Ravan ults. Odin tries to ult and disengage, but the knock up should be enough to burn him down at that point. Kings though, the Maui pick is so damn strong. Sylvanas struggles so hard against like the Terra. Like, we didn't even see like the Ares pick come out. It was like, well, Ares doesn't give a shit. Like, Maui doesn't give a shit. Lance doesn't give a shit. Vulcan does, but we talked about what Vulcan will do if they're about to get ulted by an Ares. They'll drop their ult, drop the turret, drop all the damage, either blow him up or stop anyone from coming near him.
It's gonna be an audible, but a fan vote on who they think is going to do well. For those who see this draft and think it's going to be the Kings, I want to hear it.
Took him a while to get going there, but
And they're going. Now, how
let's see what they got.
It's going to be the Titans and push us at least to game 4.
Wow, they really want a game 4 there.
Relatively even, but I think a little bit more.
Now, how about the people who just want a game 4?
Oh, who wants a game 4 in general? Yeah, I wouldn't mind a game 4 in general.
I'm people, yeah, I'm for that one. Trying to go for the prolong. I know we've talked a lot about at least the bottom 2 and maybe a little on the Robin. I want to rewind a little bit for the Kings. Hazer, you know, yeah, we've seen the Vulcan, the Lancelot, though. Prior to that has been a huge pick for Twig. And when it's not
I mean, it's been a pick that he's played a little bit. He's not looked the best on it, but he's played it. Like, it... I don't know.
I think Twig had a little bit of an off year throughout the season, honestly. Regular season, he was struggling.
Yeah, he's not looked great on it. This Lancelot's been okay for him. It's taken some weird fights and some weird damage. Like, he'll go in, he'll just drop all his damage and then die. And Lancelot kind of just does a lot of damage. So yeah.
Look, if there's one thing he's got, it's fans out there, right? And look, regardless of how this set goes, I think Stu's made a fan of me as well. I've been talking about him a lot this year.
Yeah, Stu's had a really good year. Like a really, really good year to come up from here. It's been very, very impressive seeing that stuff come through. Yarkor's role change has been very impressive to see come out, but man, Paul has had such a fucking quiet game. Looking at it more, I wouldn't mind seeing this Pele mid, and the only reason I wouldn't mind seeing this Pele mid is because it gives him something that's got some fucking pressure, so he can try and make a play early. The Hawa can't, the Tiamat can't, Pele can. It's really hard to linchpin everything onto your mid laner. But at the same time, someone's got to make a fucking play, because no one fucking has on Titans.
So if you see him do that, that's why. The Titans are a very disciplined team when it comes to playing with healers, and so I'm super happy to see him go to that ultimately.
I'm excited to see what they have to offer. I want to hear it in the crowd. Give it up for game number 3 as we jump up to the casters for what could be the last time today.
Let's see how sweaty Dave is now. Let's see how sweaty Dave is now. He's hidden how sweaty he is. Oh, that's unfortunate.
For the last time this year, where does the journey of 1,000 steps start?
With the first step.
And the first step for the Tartarus Titans is game number 3 here, and it's got to be.
They have to win it.
A total
You have to win it.
Seen from games 1 and game 2. Early first blood, early jungle fight. Sinos changed up his
Maui for Hobwa Ishtar.
Yes, it'll be Pele.
I think someone told him or he noticed. I think he probably did.
We're going to find out in a second anyway.
Oh boy.
On this Pele here, Myth.
Alright, Sino's on Pele. Okay then, yeah. So Sino on Pele. Okay, so the objective is maybe run down Odin, maybe run down mid. You have to do something early. So, they've put it all on Sino, man. Sino doesn't like doing anything until like level 7, man. This is it. That smile, that damned smile from Maui. You can see it. Love it or hate it. This could be the last time we see it.
If the Titans are going to turn this around and win themselves a Smite.
Yeah, I love this I absolutely love this from Variety. Doesn't go Glad Shield, just says, hey, you want to be aggressive, you've got a you've got a jungler who's also physical that can be aggressive, wants to gank me. Fuck it. I don't need Glad Shield. I can get Glad Shield later. I want Breastplate of Valor first item. Fucking love that decision. Variety knows he will outclear the lane anyway. He doesn't need to fucking worry about it. He knows that at the end of the day, if every minion goes into tower, he bird bombs it and loses 1 minions, uses 1 creep's worth for it. Genetics versus Sylvanas. Sylvanas drops the vision shard over the wall. If he's got those AoE autos, yeah, he can throw those over the wall. Sylvanas, the more ranged god than Genetics, but look at Genetics here. He knows there's a ward there. He knows there's a ward there. He's got to fucking know there's a ward there. But they're both going for it. I think they both decided, hey, fuck it. Let's go for it. Okay. But starting it up now. Let's see who gets it first. Let's see if either of them can get it first. Because Yarkor's already here. And Yarkor has a hog! Oh! And now Yarkor can just bully the fuck out of them! They get both of them! Genetics knows as well, like, Stu's like, fuck it, I'm not gonna hit anything. Now there's a stun onto Aurora, Aurora can get pulled back here! Watch it, pulled. Look how he holds that passive pull. It's like, I hit you once, it's empowered, pull you next time. Very nice play. Very, very nice play. And now 2 blues, they have pressure in this lane. Which is insane, because it's an Ishtar fucking Sylvanas, and they out-pressured it! Now it is only level 1 to level 1, because Aurora does not get much else from it. But a double stun in again, and they pull Stu this time. Such a nice look there. And look at this from Yarkor. Insane. Now masterful pull, Aurora in trouble. And look at that, he's pelted. Variety is in a lot of trouble as well, don't get me wrong. Variety has some issues in this lane. There's healing, there's the health shield regen. Variety doesn't win this lane, it's going to take him a little bit of time. But defense beats damage. And in that case, there is a bit of a trouble here. Aurora forced to shell. Stewart, pulled in place, has to jolt over from it. And somehow Yarkor just makes this lane look easy.
Get that stun rolling, the additional movement speed, essentially a heavenly sprint built into the kit. With that second ability, the pulls, the high CC.
Jump, knocked, Aurora, pulled.
We get jumped on here.
Not good enough though for damage.
Maui's got more.
Does have more. 4
or 5 even.
Tell me I'm wrong though.
No, they both have pulls.
That's right, they both have pulls, and that's the only category we're looking for here in game 3.
All right, dash in, aggressive, rooted, booted, maybe, but Stu without a leap has to beads. Now in trouble. Heal just gets him out. I love this. I love this. Alright, this is trouble. Lancelot. No, don't do this. Please don't do this. Scream is in... Oh, sorry. Solo or Troll is too good at this point in the game. I told you right lane was going to be a kill lane for him. I fucking called this. That's what you need to see. I don't know why Twig bot. Give up the fucking blue buff. It's one blue. Aurora just... Aurora just used the fucking hog. What is that? Oh boy, Aurora might be in trouble. No luck though. Got the healing. Got the wisps. Don't know why he used that hog there. No idea.
That's right, it's first blood. Haven't seen it yet. Massive. Oh no, but
Blink. Sign. Is he? Yeah, he's okay, but there's no cage. Variety though. Gonna look to just try and clear this out. Solo Troll's gonna stop him, but that's fine. Yeah, he won a piece. That's fine. Level 5 though for Solo Troll. Nah, and he's gonna follow it. Yep, that's the problem. Oh, but it was a bait because Twig's here now as well. Still only level 4 though. But now these mitigations are making so much of a problem. But it's not good enough. No way Chain of Blows is that fucking good of a passive. Holy shit. Holy shit, that was a beautiful bait from Variety. Absolutely beautiful bait from Variety. Listen to that crowd.
I thought Twig would go back towards this Lancelot. It's a high-stakes situation. He's been chasing the hammer for so long. Wants to be comfortable here.
All right.
Good spot as
All right.
well. I mean, top to bottom,
So, Tartarus Titans get themselves a lead. Kings have played the entire fucking season letting teams get a lead and saying, make a mistake and we'll punish you for it, and your lead is gone. Sino mid, putting in ridiculously strong damage. That's what they need. That's what they need. Very good to see this from Sino and Paul now. They finally woken the fuck up. Solo Troll can't get this. Looking for a lot of damage on a Twig. Holy fuck, that's a lot of damage on a Twig. Woo! Yeah, nah, Twig knew he was okay. He had ult to escape. He's got a lot of CDR. Twig on this Lancelot is kind of a very weird one. He's just like, yeah, I'll fucking take damage. I don't care. I'll just take damage. I'll do it. A variety here. Going for the Totem Aku. Yeah, they've just... This is all on Sino being on this Pele, making plays early. It's what you needed to see. It's what we got to see, and that's really big.
Sino will go back to base with a kill and an assist in the back pocket, and a 1-level lead over Twig.
Giving a kill to Paul. That knockout clean.
Oh, the pull! Oh, the pull back in! That's it! Big man Tings is gone! No beads! Oh, no! That's big, and now you see him why the Roar's got this Sylvanas. Hey, remember Maui pull and how good that was? What if this one was just better? Straight up, Nature's Grasp is just better.
Game 1, but inverse. And now it's the Titans with all the momentum.
Can you hear
Titans now.
It's hope from the Tartarus Titans fans.
There's a lot riding on this. I'm thinking Game 3 is looking good so far. Now, this Ravon will fall off. This Pele will start getting into some trouble if she dives in. The top 3 of Solo, Troll, Sino, and Paul are all designed to dive. Aurora needs to get a blink to facilitate that dive, and Stu just needs to stay safe. Alright. Sino. Has Blink. Has Blink. They're going for it. They're just trying to bait it in. They're looking around the backside, but Yarkor's here as well! He's rooted and booted, and that's huge for him, because Twig kept everyone else busy! Oh, a nice 1-for-1 trade out as well, and it's Sino who falls down. Tings is taking a lot of focus here. Tings went undying the last 2 games, and I think Slaney said, hey guys, don't forget there's a fucking mid laner. Nice work from Yarkor, and I love this. Look at this. Oh, he couldn't dash to him. That's rough. I thought Yarkor was trying to get into Genetics' little lure, but couldn't see it. Unfortunate there. So that's good. The thing is that Tartarus Titans knew that was happening. Lurking with you, pleasure to see you here. We hope you find yourself well and enjoy your time here. Let's see what the fuck happens here then. What the fuck's gonna happen here? Holy fuck. Oh boy! Sino. Second item defense. Second item physical defense. Variety over in mid lane. Looking to have some trouble. Tings though, like, they gotta know, like, alright, Tings, this ain't your game. Like, get your ult off, throw out your damage. If you die, you die. That's fine. Genetics, again. Look how good Kings are at this, getting these trebuchets. It is their fallback safety card of, oh no, we're losing a lane. Yeah, get a trebuchet in it and we're fine. Like, straight up, every time. It's so good. Variety now, with the full breastplate of Valor, should not have any real issues in this lane. He will take a lot of damage, don't get me wrong. Solo or Tro will always have the better looking health bar in this lane. But that's literally the entire fucking point. And now, a little bit of damage going the way for the coup. Solo or Troll. Like, Solo or Troll's gonna have 109% health almost the entire time he's in this lane. Oh, he watched him back. I do like this, though. Like, they're like, guys, hey, look, you might have some issues. Sino. Over around the side. Pulls hovering. Pyromancer not up yet. Is this a bait? Sino's very deep right now. Aurora's around as well. So they know this is a fight. This is a 3v3 here. Stun. Genetics. Not going to go ahead and pull anyone else. And they just break it up. They just break it up. I don't know if that's Titans calling off a play or being like, hey guys, let's not fuck this up. But again. Pull! Ult. Nice. Very nice. Ult for ult. Trades it out. Good call. Alright, Stu's feeling comfortable in this game. Nothing's happened. Yarkor has made a rotation. That's fine. Yarkor looking to chase him down. Really putting in some damage. Look how far into the wall he has to go. He half helps him under his own tower. And now Yarkor's like, hey, yo, I'm going to force you to be here. Alright, Yarkor gets pulled. Doesn't care. Goes back home. Great work from Genetics. And now Raw. Like this is the thing, like, this Sylvanas has had like 2 pulls. And that's been it. You got the 1-0 on Big Man, which gets the kill, which is huge. Solo Troll and Genetics backing behind each other, pretending that it does that they don't know each other's there, but also doesn't want to stop the others back. So I like that. Sino with the Shifter Shield. This item hasn't been picked up in like years, but I love it. It's perfect for him. Absolutely perfect for him. 75% health or more, lot of power. Under that threshold, lot of protections. What does he want to do? Dive in and live. That's literally Pele's passive. Dive in under a certain threshold, get some lifesteal, buddy. Get some lifesteal and some power. With the shifters now as well, that just enables him to do both of those just that little bit better.
Man, so it's a great start for the Titans, Myth, but
holy shit, look at that. 4-1, and it is still barely first blood gold out. Variety, though, is in so much trouble. He's going to get ulted here. Oh, Solo Troll doesn't go for the ult because he thinks Twig's there. Oh, Yarkor's ulted. But I think he either cancelled it or went down into onto Stu. Which is fine. Nice work. Solo Troll. They're going to go for a Pyromancer, but no one really cares about Pyromancer. Like, you can have that. Genetics just don't get pulled or knocked up here. That's fine. This is fine. He's fine. Everything's fine. Play it slow. Landfall in 2. Absolutely huge. Big knock-up in return. But all the damage is being done on a Sino. He's out of this fight and engagement. It's on the Solo Outro to do the damage with Paul there as well. Twig ends up falling. Where the fuck is Big Man Tings? No way. Paul still has ult. This is a bad. This is a fight. This fight's over. This fight is over. Very nicely done, Titans. Very nicely done. Sino gets out. Twig chases. Leave it at a fucking TKO. Yeah. So instead, they'll go towards this. Sino's the only one here. Sino doesn't have ult. Sino's gonna blink on into the back line. Kick for it. Pick for it. Maybe. Kings get Gold Fury. And Yako gets away. And they all get away. Variety making sure Paul doesn't stop in a bad spot. There's the blink. Oh, there's the damage. There's the beat. There's the ult. And he just fucking deletes him. Oh, Variety, no. Your team wasn't there. Overhead kick is good. Twig's back. Looking to chase down on Paul. Might find the damage, and he does. But has he gone too far himself? The answer is yes to answer it back. This is so rough. This is the roughest Kings have looked. But not bad. Landfall doesn't connect, but Yakor is ulted in. Holy fuck. And they're just going. They are coming back. Holy fuck, they have. They've evened the game out. They've completely evened the fucking game. They were 5 kills down. How do you do that?
They brought it here in our third game. No matter what, the Titans have shown up.
This is ridiculous. This is ridiculous. How are you able to outfarm that well when your mid and your jungle died 3 times?
Not 83 gold. Yeah, not 83 gold. Not 667.
Holy fuck. They are the same fucking level. Paul has 3 kills. Sino has 3 kills. Twig has died 3 times. Big Man has died 3 times. They're the same fucking level, but like half a level at best. How is that even possible? No luck on the Scorpion. Just trying to bait in some more damage. Trying to cover up on the top side. But don't go for it. Stu is a level down to Yakor. Variety is a level up to Solo Troll. Game is too generous on farming. No, if the game is like, here's the thing. If the game is generous on farming, Titans are in this game and can farm as well. Like, I get the idea of, oh, there's a lot of farm on the map, but if there's a lot of farm on the map and you kill someone, get some of that farm. Oh, didn't pick that up. I agree that the map can be generous, or that kills may not be worth more on their own, but that's the point. You are supposed to be doing more than just getting these kills. And that's one of the things Tartarus Titans haven't done. They've got some picks. And then got, like, they got 2 picks. And got a Pyromancer. They got a pick. After Camelot Kings got Gold Fury. Like, it's not, like, obviously it's not the same. It's not the same worth. One of these is designed to give you gold. The other is a kill.
Be a little bit easier with the rest of his homies around him. I want to see the Titans really rally around their leads, and right now,
I mean, the game may not be as punishing, but there are still ways to find means to punish. Invades, TKOs on this kind of stuff, zoning out wave farm. There's a lot that you can do here, but it's just not getting done. Now we can see Variety looking to, oh, he held it, but he missed it. Oh, what Variety? You whiffed the one thing you needed to hit. Now, Twiggy looking to try and invade some farm. See, look at this. This is pressure on Solo, punishing it out. Variety jumps in aggressive. He's trying to bait Solo Outro over here, but immediately backs out.
Seems like the type of game if we're now both teams, really the Camelot Kings, you know, they've got a couple games to play with here, even if you drop
Okay. So yeah, Brawler's Beastic online for Twig. Next item going in for that Heart Seeker already. Really like seeing that. Just get silly amounts of damage and cause some trouble for the team. Variety here needs to get some magical defense online, and then he's feeling okay against Paul. I don't know if he's going to go for the Genjis. I wouldn't be surprised if it is a Genjis. But look at this. Oh, Yakor wants to stop it. Shuts him down, roots him, knocked him back. There's the ult comes through, but Stewart's the target of the ult. Landfall picks up one and puts him down. Big man ting on the map. Genetics, please cancel your ult, because there's two trapped in the cage. They've turned it around. Paul needs to find a chance to ult, and he's just chased down. Pele might return back the damage, but it's not enough. Look at the health bars. No way Sino gets to walk out from that. What the fuck was that? Also, holy shit, we got to see the casters cam there? Let's go. Oh, man. Alright, spicy, but Genetics and Variety are here to fight Stu. And now, all that milk in the Aurora. This is the problem with Sylvanas. You cannot play Sylvanas. You know what the ironic thing is? Trees need roots to live, but if you root Sylvanas, he's gonna fucking die! Variety... Yeah, Variety's fine. I mean, Variety's fine. Look, it's Sino and Solo or Troll. He doesn't care. Like, he has double fizz defense, and there's no threat. There is absolutely no threat. And this is what I mentioned about Solo or Troll and Sino will start falling off. If they don't barrel stuff all this damage, this is a nice call. Like this, everyone is not around for Camelot Kings. Great play from Tartarus Titans. And Aurora's the other side of the map. Love that. Very love that. Yeah. I love that. Alright. We're going long this game. We're going long. That's okay. But going long doesn't feel great because Paul's going to absolutely evaporate you.
Where one pull, one grab, one misstep potentially ends this game.
Yeah. I think the focus here is you stop Aurora getting to initiate for the team or being relevant for the team, and then you're just fighting 4v5. This Sylvanas wants to be there where it's like, haha, I've pulled you, or I'm there to knock up with my team. If he is alone and isolated like that, you punish it. Because it's the exact same play as the fucking Atlas. In the exact same way. Looking for pulls, ult available from Genetics, but will not use it. Good save. But what is the plan here?
Tartarus Titans still reeling a bit from that elongated fight on the left. If the Kings decide to group up on fire, the Tartarus Titans have to respond. You're going to slow down their farm. Yep. Could be worthwhile. But if I know the Kings...
The nice thing for the Tartarus Titans here is they are not in the position they were last game, where it's like, we absolutely have to all be here or we lose. The game is even keel. So if there are 3 people over there, you go, why are you over there? And then you ignore them. And as long as you've got enough to show face to stop them doing it, you're fine with that. The problem is, if Aurora is not where that threat is, there is a problem. Aurora's going to take a long time to get there and doesn't have Blink to do anything with it. The other problem, if Aurora is there, he also needs some backup to stop him getting completely lumberjacked. Because he will. Alright. I love the Oni Hunters for variety. Good bit of just pure mitigation. Makes him tanky. He'll get the CDR from the Spirit's Robe. He only needs 10% anyway. So, get it elsewhere. Just be tanky. And now, if he gets double dove by Solo or Troll and Sino, he's not going to die. As for who gets MVP, if it's a best of 3, I'm looking at Genetics. I'm looking at Genetics because he's been absolutely instrumental in all 3 games, every single time, causing problems, getting picks to the team, and winning you the game.
Top XP per minute in the game as well. Big Man Ting's one of the best farmers.
Damn, Big Man Ting's died 3 times and is somehow out-farming everyone! How do you die 3 times, lose like a minute and a half, lose like between 30 seconds to a minute and a half of time on the map? Holy shit, Sino just got blown up for 700 damage. Pull by Aurora, or pull in Aurora, excuse. Good work. Where's Yakor? Yakor's in mid. You know what I would have liked? I kind of would have liked if Yakor was hard pushing this mid, but then again, he's also trying not to get diffed by Paul, so that's fine. All right. Variety has Blink, has ult, could go for it. Like, did you just Blink ult to keep them out of this engagement? Pull, Variety, in trouble, jumps the ult. How? That's like frame perfect. That is insanity.
massive component.
Wrath of Terror is gone. That is ridiculous.
The Camelot Kings maybe could look to exploit this opportunity. No Pyromancer, not an easy pickup.
Where to now? Where to now? What's the game plan? What's the call? Cyno's hovering around left side, trying to make Stu feel more comfortable. See if anyone's going to push up. But look at this, like, Yarko don't care. Yarko's a fucking solo laner. Yarko doesn't give a shit. He's got the Shadow Steel, which is nice. He's working on a Silver Branch or Odysseus's bow. I'd like the Silver Branch a little bit more here, I think. Actually, you can answer both. Like, I was going to say, like, oh, you want it to stop blinks, but there's no real blink to worry about. Solo or Troll in a 3v2 situation will get away. Aurora looking for a pull. Gets Twig. But Twig doesn't even bleeds it. He's like, you CCR'd me. Good job, buddy. And that's it. Doesn't beat, doesn't panic, doesn't worry. There's no ult from Aurora. Great work. Great work. Yarkor back to farming, pushing that up. And now there's a Trebuchet on left. Now Tartarus Titans have to question, how do we defend that and Fire Giant? How do we defend that and mid? What do they do?
And you know, Meph, I always get scared around these late game objective fights. You know that.
Yeah, you're a scaredy cat for sure.
Terrified of almost everything. And now it's Big Man Tings who's got an Earthshaker. And it's Paul who's got a
Coin online. Both of these two with the exact same build. But Big Man Tings is a level up. Uh-oh. 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 This is big. Knock up. Oh, this is big. They're having to force the blinks around the back. They're going in for it. They're looking for it, but the damage is there. Camelot Kings get Fire Giant. Big landfall to push everyone back. But they have to find a way to disengage. And holy shit. Yarkor will bait himself out to let that go. Holy fuck. That is a beautiful play. They lose one, and everyone on Tartarus Titans is like, fucking kill him. He's the only one we need to die. So yeah, left side, Pyromancer goes down, as does the tier 1 tower. Bees for Cyno is used for Riot. D is getting low, rooted out, stunned out, needs to get away, and gets away! Twig on the invisible horse. Oh, Genetics is MV fucking P here. No way he's not. No way he's not.
Hop on my soapbox, have the whole monologue while we wait for Yarkor to respawn. Not the case.
Look at that. And that's just team play of knowing, hey, I am around, you are fine. Spirit Robe was there, Oni Hunter was there. That tier 2 tower already being knocked at, about 80% health. Tartarus Titans now need to group up and set up for something. It looks like Fury is the next call. It is. And Oni Fury as well. So a little scary call here. Tartarus Titans are okay burning this. They need to play this like the Kings have played it. They need to play this like the Kings play it, where they're like, hey, how do you answer this? And now...
important for the Titans. What you cannot do is allow this 2,500 to become 5,000 to become 6,000.
They can't. They have to just put enough pressure here to stop them from doing it. Landfall. Pills 2 into the ult. That's big. Big damage onto Stu. But that's the only one that matters at this point in time until the double knockup comes through. Yarkor round the back. Twig picks up 2. Paul pushed out. Stunned in place. Paul looking to do a lot of damage but can't find it. 3 go down for none. Twig single-handedly turned an Oni Fury fight into a Phoenix siege.
SOT, they've got it all to do. This Phoenix, it's under threat.
No chance, right, Paul?
Holy fuck, how do you find that angle, Twig? Incredible. Backs just now being channeled. Minions are going in. First Phoenix is gone. And they aren't going to risk it. 7 seconds on a Raw. He can be a bit of a bitch. Solo, Troll, and Cyno will do a lot. Go and get the Oni Fury now. And get Oni Fire minions. Hell, they're going to just push mid down as well. They don't even need to worry about it because they'll force the blink out. Nice work. Meanwhile, Genetics is... Oh, Genetics. They're looking for a loop-de-loop because meanwhile, Yarkor is off doing a jungle buff. Look at that. Look at that map play. It's so good on their map play. So good. They know exactly who needs to be where, who can get away with being where. That's the thing. Do we want to siege mid? Do we want to get a tier 2 tower? Well, Cyno's got no blink, so sure. And Genetics can loop around the back, so sure. Do we also want to get Oni minions? Yeah. Genetics doesn't need to be there for that. Yakor has enough healing to survive it. Throw out a little bit of damage from Big Man Tings, go rotate over mid. Yakor will be left fine all alone. Woo! Yeah, the one person screaming for the Titans. But I don't think it's happening. It's gonna take a lot. A lot! And Aurore's locked in the cage! They'll break it. And there's no follow-up. He was waiting to try and pull out some kind of relic usage, but he got nothing. Very, very early ult there. But look how far forward Genetics and Variety are. They're at the enemy back camps. Fire's not even up yet. Stu and Sino off dealing with this defense. Very surprising though that Chalice is actually in favor of Tartarus Titans right now. Genuinely, I say this earnestly. If they can get that and just push it down the left-hand side, it will help them tremendously.
Simply because Paul's going to struggle to get in towards the Fire Giant pit. So
that's the big one, yeah. Paul has been neutered this game. Like, he has had some phenomenal ults, he's had some phenomenal work. The problem is now, how does he do this in the late game? This one needs to be jungle for this specific reason, so he can afford to get the beads, so he can afford to do that. Genetics, walking around the corner, forces Aurora to just ult away, and now there's 5 members here, and it's just the front line. How do you get away with doing that? Both of the front line walk into 5, grab an ult, and walk away looking like nothing happened. Now this does work out for Tartarus Titans. There is a healer. Ta-da! Healers mean that you win poke trades. But they group this up badly. Sino, keep an eye on Sino. Needs to find a Paul level angle here. Currently pushing mid. Pyromancer, yeah, I could use a heal up. Yeah, I could use a top up. Let's go. Alright. And look at this, Yakor looking at Sino. I love this. Just send Yakor. Yakor has this mentality of a solo laner as an ADC. And Sino is picked in trouble. Landfall pulling members further away, but Sino survives the whole time. Paul gets an Aegis ult through. It's not good now. Twig's damage is tearing down members all the time. Genetics looking in the backside to pull one. He finds Aurora and Yakor puts the nail in the coffin. Blinks follow through. Solo Ultra is gonna get mowed down here. Slow route doesn't matter. Goodbye, Tartarus Titans. You are in trouble. And I love this. Who gives a fuck about doing Fire Giant? You want to spend 20 seconds getting Fire Giant and then trying to fight a 4v3? Or 4v5? Nah, fuck it. Get mid Phoenix first. Left Phoenix is going down to the minions because then no one on Titans can clear it. And Variety's looking to push forward, but I don't like this. I don't like this. Play the fucking game, man. Play the fucking game. Left Phoenix does not fall. It is alive. Oh, Stu, go back. Stu, go back. They went fucking back. How did they not go back? They lost the Phoenix. How could you do that, Stu? Stu, for fuck's sake. Oh no, Landfall Cage, that's the game right there. Stu is gone, Aurora's gone, Paul is gone. Big Man Tings finds them. Yakor, the ADC solo laner, wanders the fucking map, ruins the fucking game for everyone. What a play. It is a double blink moment to try and find Yakor in the back or Big Man Tings, but the Aegis, the beads, they're too good. They've just done it. They've done it! Twig! 9 years! And that's the game! Holy fuck! Camelot Kings! Twig's fucking done it! 3-0 in the most dominant performance from any Worlds team ever. About damn time. Genetics MVP. Look at him. He gets to fucking lift it. He gets to lift the hammer. Let's fucking go. Variety wanted this so bad. They all wanted this so bad. And they fucking got it. The crowd cheers for Twig. And they got it. What a performance. And this is the thing. They've been playing this game the whole damn season. Oh no, we're behind. Well, we'll wait for you to make a mistake. And the mistake was picking Sylvanas. Pick Sylvanas a couple of times. That's it. Sylvanas is the non-factor in the game. The Odin blew him up. Yakor lifting the hammer. They all get their shot at it. Oh, he's going for it. There it is. Let him have it. Biggie, take your turn, my friend. After all of that, no one deserves it more. The man behind the team, making sure that everyone has that information. No one knows how to put the hammer back down. Oh, what a hell of a performance. Just hold it. Just fucking hold it. Just fucking hold it. Just hold the hammer, mate. Hold the hammer.
You did not drop a single game this tournament.
Holy shit. That is incredible. That is the best performance of a Team Worlds ever. Not a single game lost. Not a single game lost in the final. Not a single game lost up to the final.
Biggie was a massive open.
Biggie.
On the draft, they knew exactly what to do. Honestly, that's what won as well. We just drafted every fucking.
Honestly, Genetics MVP. Genetics MVP for this. It's either Genetics or Variety. It has to be one of those two. Twig had his moments. Big Man had his moments. But there's no way you can't give all of them MVP. Because that look at that last one game. Twig and Big Man out-farmed from getting 3 picks. From getting picked off 3 times each. Look at them go.
Big Man Tings to win the World Championships in front of all of these people, all of your fans. What do you have to say?
Honestly, it's a dream come true. Thank you for everybody. Even if you say
hell yeah.
win the Kings, I appreciate it. Thank you so much.
What a performance here. That is insane. Paul, the guy who you give him anything, he carries a game. Bam, you win, it's over. Paul is insane. EU boys come out 8-0. All hail the Kings.
I don't know, I've lost a lot of semi-finals and a lot of finals, and I kept expecting something to go wrong. It just feels kind of surreal still, you know.
Everyone, give it up.
I feel bad for Paul. I mean, Paul's still got it. It's Paul. Paul, the problem was that Paul, they put him on Hawa. Like, he went Hawa, Tiamat, Hawa. And the problem was, he needs something that can get in and do something early.
You can see it, emotion.
Hell yeah.
High for the Kings. Who else at the forefront? And Captain Twig. Guys, cheer for him one more time. Give it up for the King.
Hell yeah. And there is absolutely no way in my mind that Biggie was not a huge factor in that. Because we're looking at that. When we came into this, the question is, how do you pick out, how do you deal with this Thanatos? How do you deal with SOT? Do you ban away this Amaterasu? How do you deal with his picks? What do you do from this? How do you deal with all this stuff? And they just said, here you go. Here's some answers. Give it to them. Show them that they can be beaten on it. Holy fuck. Kings, though, very well playing that.
A little rough for them. First in phase 2, and they fall in the Spring Masters. And they fall in the Summer Masters. They make a roster.
They win where it counts, and commiserations to Slaney, Aurora, Stewart, Paul, Sino, and Solo Ultra. All of them still absolutely incredible players.
Untouched throughout Worlds. Yet to to think the other side, Trelly. It's a Cinderella story, but the glass slipper shatters. Broken instead for the Tartarus Titans here. They tried to make the run, but it just comes a little shy. Have to celebrate the Kings here just for some excellent games.
I mean,
oh no, that Cinderella story. Kings took that glass slipper and said, all right, bet. They shoved their entire foot in it and then flexed and broke the shoe. Like, it didn't even fit and they put their whole foot in there. It's boom.
The Camelot Kings,
done.
The uncontested best team in the world, and I don't think there's a shadow of a doubt about that one.
Now you can see they set it on the stage, but not a single team could take a game off of the champion.
Hell yeah.
Here.
Now the question is, does Twig take it? Like, does Twig bow out at this point? I don't know. I don't know how you can go from that game and be from that set, from that team, from that everything, and go, I'm done now. I mean, admittedly, doing it for 9+ years probably going to be one of the things to do it for. But gosh, damn.
Yeah, I think we all had some hope for the Titans that game, right?
The Titans had a phenomenal look that game. Absolutely phenomenal. They ran the early game, but somehow they just don't fucking farm it.
Even with so many kills, even with a big kill advantage, they were never really very far ahead. And I think that kind of tells the story of what this Kings team has been doing, what they're so good at doing. They never panicked. They let people die who were dead to rights. They didn't overcommit for things that they weren't ready to fight for. They did a great job of trading out the objectives on the map, and ultimately, Kings gameplay is just good Smite. And that is tough.
Look at this. Like, look at these plays, though. It's like Yarkor, honestly, the last game might just be the sleeper MVP with this Chernobog pick. I don't know whose call it was for this Chernobog pick. Also, that pick there, that kind of play, insane. Yarkor's had this mentality as an ADC of just, I want to rotate. I want to end everyone's career. I do not want anyone getting away with a fun pick. Like, look at this. They're just lobbing Ymir's into the crowd.
You're talking about the first player to do it on multiple roles.
Yeah.
Back to back in 2 different roles, opposite sides.
Hell yeah. Yarkor. You say he did that on opposite sides back to back in multiple roles. Bitch, he played the same fucking game. I'ma rotate, I'ma shut you up, and I'm gonna ruin everything. So beautiful.
The improvement that they brought, a lot of it is that they never make big mistakes. They never throw games.
Huge. Absolutely huge.
I mean, the swap, look, you're dropping a player like Netroid. You need to.
I mean, the thing was, is like, here's the thing. Yarkor was loud. Yarkor was engaging. Yarkor showed up so much earlier than Netroid. That's not to say that what Netroid did was that's not to say that what Netroid would do was bad. It's just saying it's not what the Kings needed. Hell yeah, though. Watch this.
This looks amazing. And I think that
Twig, it's not even real for Twig yet. There it is. That's when it's settled.
The realization.
The Titan was dead, and he's still like, I need to see victory. When I see the victory,
I need to see the victory. I need to see the victory. I need to see the victory.
For such a long time, just about a decade.
Yeah. You do not celebrate until you see that finish line crossed. And he didn't. And then he held it. But yeah, it's just rough for those lot. Game 1 ended very quickly with a 16-minute fire giant. There's a call from Titans to try for it. Going into it, they drop it. Kings pick it right back up. Game 2, double hunter. You can't push it. Titans troll a lot. I don't even think it was a troll. I think it was just a. It was one of the things that we saw from Mambo, where Zero's their mid laner, likes to play this kind of somewhat passive farm up, turn up to the team fights late. Paul also kind of got those same gods. Tiamat, Haubois. I'm going to do some stuff early, but I kind of want to just get some farm and all that kind of good stuff. So yeah, like all of that kind of stuff doesn't work. Like, where's the Merlin? Hell, where's the Hell? Where's the Cellar? Give me something that you want to roam and dome people with. Yeah.
So much so. I mean, a player who's been through ups and downs in his career, but he's always kind of come out on these strong teams and been highly regarded by all of his ex-teammates. Seems that he always puts on a show when he gets to the world stage, especially Paul on the other side.
definitely has that mantle. But Variety, does he join up there? Is he becoming one of these players that has that world's legacy, that world's performance that just cannot be topped by anyone else, Trelly?
No, genetics had. Genetics had.
I did not expect.
Straight up genetics. Ymir, Khepri, and Maui. You have to ban the Ymir, it wins games. You have to ban the Maui, it wins games. And then he'll just fall back on someone else and make you regret not banning that as well. Incredible. Absolutely incredible run.
Hurry, you were even talking about it, right? Game 1 to game 2, they keep one element that's the same, and Hazer had pointed it out. The only thing that changes is they throw the ROM all of a sudden into mid, so everything is different. And then you get even more in game number 3. You get some spicy picks from the Titans, and again, some looks that feel really good. And I have to give them
it may feel good, that doesn't mean it is good, but oh man. I do want to know some of the thought process behind like some of the picks there. Because I don't think you could, like, you picked the Sylvanas top 3, you don't ban out Odin. How do you not ban that out? Like, you know that Odin's going to be a huge problem for you. I'm so concerned. Did Fine OK, and here's the thing, did Fine OK's performance on the Odin give the Titans enough confidence to feel that they could get away with playing into the Odin? Because my goodness gracious me. My goodness gracious me.
No issues in their drafts. They have everything you need. Engage, late game, area control, crowd control, CC chains that Hazer mentioned, that they do a very good job compared to other teams making sure that they have good CC chains. They've just got a lock on it, and they
I don't know who MVP is at this point. Because you can make a genuine argument for everyone. Yarkor turns up halfway through the season after Netrioid is taken out from the party. And now, what are you going to do? How'd you do that? How'd you do with that? Turns up to every team fight and just turns it into a 4v5 and doesn't lose anything like a solo laner would. That's incredible. Genetics runs you the entire game. Forces multiple first pick bans the entire game. Do you go Big Man Tings, who enables these double hunter comps by saying, yeah, I'll play Ram, yeah, I'll play Jingwei, just enabling that. And then when he's not playing those, he's doming people on these super heavy damage dealers. Did you take it to Twig, who no matter what happens in a game, he is in every team fight, he is putting out all his damage, dies in the process, doesn't care. I got my damage off, my team's got me covered. Do you go to Variety, who regardless of whoever the fuck he is in lane with, whether it's Baskin beating his brains out, sits back and says, I'll be fine, I'll come in for you guys, you got this. Do you go, you know, look at Solo or Troll, hey, you picked Variety, sorry, hey, you picked my tier, I'm gonna pick Mulan, and I'm gonna completely diff on you by minions and win the entire thing. Like, what the hell, man? Like, straight up, Variety it was such an enabler. The last game alone, I'll play Odin, I'll get run at the whole time, I'll just build double defense, double fizz defense, and then laugh at you. Mwah.
And unfortunately for the Titans, 2 of them, back-to-back, Trelly, were them. Different team, different players, for the most part. The same brand falling twice in the final.
I mean,
unfortunate to see.
In this particular final, the Tartarus Titans coming to second place was a fantastic run.
Oh yeah, don't get me wrong. That's a stupid level run. Like, they mentioned it at the start. Like, these guys were like 5 in the standings, like 5th. Excuse us, 5th in the standings is like suddenly second place team. What the fuck? That's incredible. The team just shows the fuck up.
Time and time again, they deserve to be in that number 2 spot, and they put up a heck of a fight. It was just the Camelot Kings are the best team in the world this weekend, and I agree
this fucking weekend? No, they came into this first seeded. They came into this first seeded. They came in every fucking LAN first seeded, but couldn't quite land it. Now they get it.
World Championship. And I want to say from myself, all of the other casters and analysts, everyone back in production, all of our sponsors, and of course all of the wonderful people here who helped make this Worlds possible. I want to thank everyone in venue so much for watching, whether you were here or in the venue, or if you were at home. or anywhere else. Thank you.
Or if you're here with
so
us
much for tuning in,
in
for making this possible,
what do we even call this
celebrating
place?
Smite with us the way
I mean,
we have. And we'll get to
I don't really know what we want to call this.
in season 10.
Wait, who's MVP? Who was MVP? Who's MVP? Who's MVP? You want to tell us who's MVP? What? Where the hell is this? What are they going to? What are we going to? I mean, this was the DKO tournament where Biakai, still hungover, comes in and they win that out. So let's see what we got then. Golden Bolt Awards. Hell yeah. Some great players. The Season 10 Showcase. Tolson having fun. Kings coming back down. Oh boy. Let's see what they got. For the record, Twitch chat is now full of crabs. Likely on the YouTube video, this ain't the crab song, because maybe it is. We'll figure that out later. But hell yeah, look at them go. Look at them go. There go the... There they go. You won it. Finally got it. And you think of all the players that all of those players have played with, played against, played for. What a phenomenal way to kick off Season 10. They are going to go ahead and end it there, which I guess that also means, well, we may have missed who was MVP, but, well, that'll do it for us for now. We've got a lot of fun looking into this, this Smite thing. Maybe we'll look at it a little more. Who knows? Well, we'll have to see at some point in the future. But for now, with the end of that, that is where we are going to end things off here for today. Thank you very much to everyone who came out. Congratulations again to the Kings. Commiseration to the Tartarus Titans. Either way, we have been Ultrasonic Blur. We hope you'll stick around for the raid, and see you next time.